Okay, I'm dyslexic and I'm Mormon, and that's my excuse for everything.
I'm dyslexic and I'm Mormon, so I blew a flaccid.
Alright, I can start for them. Halo, audio.
Halo.
Halo.
Audio listeners.
Welcome to Wine About It, episode...
Welcome to Wine About It.
What month is it? June.
When's
June. Father's Day?
The 12th. This weekend?
It's this weekend?
I think so. Or like this upcoming, because it's Sunday.
I forgot.
It's the 19th.
It's the 19th. Okay.
Oh.
Great. Just in time for Father's Day.
2 weeks.
Chat. What should I get my dad for Father's Day?
I don't know. I haven't figured that out either. My dad's a tough one. Oh, right. You made coffee.
I did make coffee.
We're waiting for wine. Wine is on its way. And we're going to drink coffee. We just ate pizza, and we're going to drink coffee and then drink wine. I'm going to throw up 100%.
Can you guys go back to starting at 5 p.m. was the first feedback. Believe me, we tried.
Well, we didn't try for 5. We do 7 now, but we are very late. We are very late. We made good time, though, on getting back from the event. We cleaned up quick. We ran back here.
Oh.
He's fine. We changed really quick. We shoved pizza in our mouths. We set up... This is the PC that we were using for... At Beyblade. So we brought it back. We reset it up in here. We set up the mics. We set up the camera. We did our best.
I made this coffee that she said tastes bad.
And then she made coffee, and it's disgusting.
It's pretty good. I like it.
Disgusting.
But a lot of our audio listeners don't watch my stream. They're only audio listeners. Did you know that?
No.
We have some audio listeners that are just audio listeners. Like, they found our podcast on a whim.
Really?
Yeah. They're just audio listeners.
Hello.
So they don't know about our Beyblade.
Oh. We did a Beyblade tournament today. And by we, I mean Cutie. I was there.
Let it rip.
We let it rip. It was crazy. I really could have won that tournament. I'm really disappointed in myself. I was really confident in winning. And I didn't.
Why would you be confident?
I don't lose.
You did, though. You literally lost. I don't get the argument when you did lose.
I just went in and I was like, yep, I got it.
I threw a Beyblade tournament because I thought it would make me feel something.
That's how it goes with the
I
events.
feel nothing.
That's how it goes with the events after, too. It was a great event. Did better than she expected. She was hoping for 30K average. Hitting 30K, and she averaged 37, peaked at 41.
I'm famous.
Got about 1,000 subs. Everybody had a great time. It was a fantastic event. No crazy tech issues besides the beginning.
There are a few tech issues at the beginning.
It smoothed out. It was funny. It's a Beyblade tournament. It's supposed to be scuffed. Mm-hmm. It was funny.
I think you could always do a higher produced version of it, but I think this was a good test. Imagine next year I hire a whole production team and it's next level, but I didn't have to spend the money on the first one.
Yep, I agree.
So, yeah, it was an hour late though, which was the biggest thing. And whenever I do these events, I always leave with a laundry list of everything I'll do differently in the future. Oh my god, the kitten's playing with the Diva Cup.
It's not used.
It's not used. It's the Diva Cup from when we had Myth on the stream and we had...
It's in his mouth.
The kitten has the Diva Cup in its mouth and is walking around with it. That's so funny.
Could show them what you have.
You got it?
He's not gonna pick it up.
No, he's not gonna pick it up.
What do you have? Oh,
ow! She says, I need to party. Let go of me.
Yeah, she's pissed.
So I had no clue. The biggest issue? Chat probably didn't even know about this. I had no clue. The venue had no air conditioning.
Oh, it was hot in Texas. Man.
Oh, it was miserable.
Oh, I swore.
No.
Damn it.
It was the first 10 minutes.
It hasn't been 10 minutes, has it?
No.
Well, just think and beep it out now.
Honestly, don't even beep it out. Danny, when she says it was hot as, completely just, cut out the section. Don't bleep it out. Cut out the 2 seconds. Just cut it.
Just cut the video, too.
Yeah, it's funnier that way.
Okay.
Because everyone's going to be, we're giving it backstory now. So, because they'll watch that and be like, what? Did that just cut out? That was so crazy.
God, we're funny.
And now they know, and they're like, wow, these girls are quirky.
We're really good.
They're out of this world. No air
If you want a
conditioning.
sound bit to put over, if you don't want to cut the video, you could say, it's hot as...
Dang.
Dang. Texas.
Texas. Insert Texas when she said that. Yeah, it was. So I held it in a boxing gym. I thought a boxing gym would be fun because so many people loved the boxing event, and it made it feel like it's funny.
It was sick. I wanted to hit things when I went in there immediately. I was so ready. I climbed a rope to the ceiling.
She did do that.
Admit that was cool. There was a rope, and Myth was like, 100% I could climb to the top of that. And I was like, okay, well, let's see it. And then he climbed like halfway up. And then, hi, Prezzo. And then he didn't do it, and then I did it. And I went all the way to the ceiling.
She had to go all the way to the ceiling.
And Myth was like,
and then
damn.
Everybody in the freaking place started climbing all the way to the ceiling. It was a lot.
No, you didn't? Swear to God.
She did do it. I watched her climb all the way to the top.
Yeah, and then I went to the top, and then I hear Cutie, like, a mom. She's like, Maya. Because I like, moved my hand, and
Maya.
I missed, and she was like, Maya, no. Like, get down.
You need to get down. I was like, I'm getting worried. Yeah, that's what Ludwig said when she was climbing up. He was like, it doesn't count because she doesn't weigh anything. And I'm like, it still counts.
It's not.
She has to carry her own body.
I'm like proportionally less strong.
Yes, I cameramanned my own event.
That is true.
You
did a good job.
I know.
It's not an easy job to cameraman. You have to know what chat wants.
I'm the best cameraman there is, besides Finn. I will admit Finn is better than me, but I just know how to cameraman, and especially when we had audio go out, I just had to take over. There was no chance. Because the commentators wouldn't be able to... I would have been standing behind the cameraman telling him what to point out the whole entire time, so I was like, I'm just going to take it. And it worked. I actually prefer... it kind of gave me a bit of an idea where if I am the host, I kind of just want to be the cameraman as the host. Because I could still talk and still say things while holding the camera... And I got to control all the...
Texas.
Oh. Danny.
Damn it.
Fill that in with Texas, please. Texas. Just fill that in. I'm sorry, Danny. The crazy thing is we're genuinely trying our best.
I really am. I'm so sorry.
Let's fill that in with Texas. Yeah. So I think that was a beneficial thing that I learned. So if I do a tournament again, I'm just going to be my own cameraman.
Yeah.
It was dope.
Yeah,
I liked being a cameraman.
The guy that owned the gym, he's really having a great time with the Diva Cup.
He's having so much fun with the Diva Cup.
It's crazy. I wish you could.
Hilarious.
I
want to record it real quick.
I can point the camera down.
Okay. Point the camera down, but I also want to record it because I think it's so funny.
Guys, is this a bad idea? Yeah. Probably. Uh-oh. You saw something else.
The cord.
Oh. Oh, yeah, this is great.
Sorry, audio listeners. Maya had to record the cat playing with the Diva Cup. It was just...
Is that back where it was?
Too cute.
Just about?
Check the YouTube video if you want to see it. Oh, Myth was in chat. Myth, what was it?
Is that okay?
What was the cat playing with, Myth? You know what's crazy was Myth was invited over to our house and he decided not to come and now he's in our chat.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. The kitten is playing with it again.
Like that?
Oh, it's just so cute.
Is it tilted? I guess a little.
I don't think so.
You guys are being a little dramatic. I can't believe I'm fixing this because Bernie said tilted.
Why would you listen to Bernie?
Yeah, fair enough.
Sorry, audio listeners. She is currently adjusting the camera. That's the last time we ever show Chat the cat.
That made it significantly worse.
Yeah, it was so much worse.
No, that's fine.
Oh, it's a hill now.
No, it's not.
The camera looks like it's going down a freaking hill. You're telling me this doesn't look like I'm about to slide off? I'm gonna slide this way.
I don't know what to tell you. Your tripod is Texas. Ah, damn it.
Why are you swearing?
Oh my god.
gosh.
This is
I'm
awful.
livid. Audio listeners,
This is the worst
just
day of my
picture
life.
the worst thing.
Oh, it's getting worse.
Picture a car crash.
I just want to say this is completely Bernie's fault.
Yeah. Everybody,
Kitty,
please.
tell me if I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, well, it's hard when I'm all the way over here.
Can I do it?
No! Is this right? Do I need to go more?
I don't know.
Oh my god, communicate with me, bitch.
I can't do this. I don't know my left
You're
and
literally
right.
sitting
I
in
don't know
front
my
of
left
me.
and right.
You
I
can see
don't
it.
know my left and right.
That is insane!
I don't know them. That looks awful.
No, it does. That looks better. That literally looks better.
We did it. We did
Alright,
this.
I think we're good to go.
Okay, tell us about your tampon and how it almost fell out.
Oh, I left it in for like 8 hours, which is a pretty long time.
Yeah, you
Not
should do
ow,
that.
it didn't hurt, but 8 hours is a pretty long time, and then, it fills up.
Have you ever heard of toxic shock syndrome?
Yes.
Yeah, that's too long.
Yeah, it is too long, but I didn't have the opportunity to change it, so I left it in for a long time.
What were you doing?
I was working. I was at OBS.
You didn't have any extra tampons there? Did you have a sock?
No, that'd be crazy, though. Oh, not put in it, just to put as like a pad.
Yeah.
I was like, you want me to roll up a sock? Yeah, but I needed them because I was wearing working boots.
Oh, damn it. Dang it. Texas.
Anyway, it didn't fall out though. I fixed it.
I have the best news in the world. Maybe you won't think this is the best news, but I think I have the best news in the world.
Okay.
Pokimane watches our podcast.
I know, I heard that.
Yeah.
Or you sent me that. That's crazy. She said the last podcast she listened to was mine about it.
Do you think she was lying?
We're famous. I don't think so.
What if she was lying to make us think that she likes us because she wants to hang out with us so bad?
He has the pizza table.
Kitten is playing with the pizza table that goes in the middle of the pizza that usually at the end of Wine About It, Maya and I get so drunk that the only thing that's open is pizza.
Pizza. We eat pizza.
But if Pokimane actually listens to this,
then we are famous.
we are actually so famous because who else said they listened to it? There's somebody else recently.
Dwayne.
The Rock Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was somebody else. Or maybe it's because she said it in front of Saikuno. And so in my brain, I'm like, oh, Saikuno listens to it too.
That's not how that works.
He definitely does.
No, that's really
Oh,
definitely
Moist
not.
Critical's friends.
Do they?
Yeah, so
Aw.
Moist Critical's friends, which is so rude. I shouldn't say Most Critical's friends. It's the same way as people calling me Ludwig's girlfriends. What are their names? Joel. I genuinely don't know one of them, but one of their names, Joe.
Stop. You have a problem.
No. Everyone in chat is spamming Joe Mama. I fell
I
for
do
it.
remember Matt, yeah.
Dang it.
Matt was
Okay,
a tall
Joel and Matt. Sorry, Joel and Matt. Chat got me. That was a good one. Joel and Matt, they were doing a You Laugh, You Lose video, and they were on a couch, and they were like, you know who you look like? QTCinderella and Maya.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Famous.
From Wine About It.
We're famous.
Our podcast has taken off. 500,000 views every episode. I exaggerated.
You exaggerated there for sure.
A lot. We got
She made
300K
broccoli.
last one. Yeah, I did. What's
She
wrong
just
with
made
it?
broccoli in the oven, and I ate a piece of broccoli. I don't know. It was fine. I just haven't done that in a long time.
I make broccoli all the time, even as a snack. What's crazy? Okay. Listen, ladies, and mostly 90% males on Twitch. I have been on a diet. I've been working out, right? We've talked about this almost every single
here we
episode.
go.
Don't say here we go. I'm working really hard. No muscle showing yet. That's annoying because I work.
You want to arm wrestle?
No.
Okay.
I work really hard. I lost 10 pounds, but I can't lose more pounds. It's pissing me off.
What are you, from Jersey?
Yeah.
Piss me off.
It's pissing me off. I don't know why. I just want to complain about that because as we were walking out here, I saw myself in the mirror.
Maybe you're just not supposed to weigh
angry.
less. Think
I
about that?
am, because I did weigh less before COVID. COVID ruined my life. Do you feel good? No. I couldn't lift a box today. It was too heavy.
It was a heavy box, bro.
I should be strong enough.
I couldn't lift that box. It was the box with the PC, the 2 monitors, a 200-foot extension cable, all of the cords, a speaker, and...
Christine lifted it herself.
I mean, we can lift it. We could carry it, 20 yards, but it's,
All I
heavy.
say is, Christine, that was impressive. Christine is my new assistant. She's dope. She literally saved the day today.
Yeah.
We actually both have assistants now. You got an assistant too.
Oh my god, life-changing. I've talked about it on my stream. I'm telling every streamer and their mother to get an assistant right now. I'm kicking myself for not doing it a year ago. It's a beautiful thing. She's amazing. I got a scheduled text this morning at 5 a.m. from her that had all my flight information, that had like my points program for parking at the airport so that I could get my boarding pass. And it was like, this is a scheduled text message. She texts me a week before anybody's birthdays or special events so that I don't miss any of them. She makes all my appointments for me. I just have to show up. She changed my windshield wipers today on my truck.
Does she
I'm
like
gone.
Prezzo?
I don't know if she knows Prezzo.
Oh, that's sad. She doesn't know your own boyfriend?
But she is killing it. She's amazing. And the beautiful thing about having an assistant is that I can do nothing if I'm not working and I'm net zero, right? But if I'm working and she's on the clock, there's two of me. What a concept.
Yeah, it is crazy. What's the worst thing you've had her do so far?
She had to do fake baby research. That was kind of weird.
Oh, that is weird.
And she had to do gross food research. The birthday cake. She had to take my birthday cake drawing and take it to a bunch of bakeries and ask them to make it.
The worst thing, so I have two assistants. I have Taylor, who's remote, and then I have Christine, who's in person. And I'm learning in person is 1,000 times better, so my goal is to convince Taylor to move here at some point. But the worst thing Christine's had to do is I was doing cake decorating, or I was doing
She
baking.
literally called me about this because she felt so bad.
I felt so bad about this.
Yeah.
I don't pay my assistant enough to be on this level yet. My goal is to someday, but I do so many baking streams, and I had to, I don't remember what it was, but I was like up all night baking, and then I needed to bake the next day after some meetings or something. And so I asked Christine to come do all the dishes. And I felt so bad.
I was trying to convince her over the phone. I was like, it does suck. It feels really bad, but it's like, it was part of, it was a stream, you know? It was a stream and you have to be ready for the next stream, and that's just something that has to happen.
I did have to be ready
She
for the next
did
stream.
not have the hours to do it.
I didn't have the hours to do it. My goal is to someday, for the record, when I say I don't pay her enough, she gets paid very, very fairly. I'll say that. She gets paid. She's fine. She makes good money. But I just, for doing my dishes, I want to, she should be doubled.
Turka she's pet sitting my ferrets when I'm out of town, and she's taking care of all the insects at Alveus while I'm out of town.
The insects is awful.
No, but she likes them a lot.
Oh, I would quit.
She's really good with them. But yeah, that's a lot.
The dream is someday, I double her salary, and then every freaking time I have a baking stream, she does the freaking dishes, and then I'm just I save 2 hours off my day every single day.
Yeah.
And she just kills it. But I don't feel comfortable with her doing that until I pay her more.
Yeah.
Is that weird?
I think I talked about that. I make $16 an hour and I just wash dishes. I pay my assistant $21.
I make $16 an hour and I just wash. I know, but that's for a job as a dishwasher. This is a job as a personal assistant, you know? So it's dishes is so
Yeah.
when she's a personal assistant.
That is also my least famuch chore ever.
You should get a dishwasher. I have a
doing
dishwasher. I have a dishwasher, but you don't understand how much, when I bake, how much I go through.
21 is not even a living wage. Whoa. Minimum wage in Texas is 7 something. I think 21's pretty solid. I thought about it a lot. I think that's fine.
I think Maya's an unfair employee and we should all riot. Let's start a union. Me and Turga, I don't work for you, but I'll pretend like I do. Let's do it. Let's unionize.
I told the person that owns the gym today that I was your assistant.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I got there very early. Because I landed this morning.
Well, you got there when I told you to get there.
Okay,
I got
this
there
is
late.
crazy. Yeah, let's expose Katie to this.
Don't stop.
I landed at 9 a.m. this morning. I got a flight out of Texas at 8 a.m., so I had to leave my house at 6 a.m., right? Landed in LAX at 9 a.m. so I could do this freaking Beyblades tournament because QT was like, oh yeah, well, I'm going to get there at 10 a.m. so you can get there, and I was going to help her set up whatever. I get there at 10:20, and I call QT, and I was like, all right, where you at? I'm here. And she was like, oh, I'm going to be there in an hour.
Schmeep schmoop.
I saw someone break into a car while I was waiting.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Dude was up against a van. He was knocking on the van door really loud, and then he started shaking the van. And I went the other direction, and I went for a little walkie walk, and then I came back, and the door was open, and he was pulling stuff out of the van.
That's cool.
I wonder what he found in there. Anyway, it was sick. And then I went into the venue or the gym, and the guy that was working there was like, "All right, who do I talk to?" And I was like, "I'm I'm her assistant. Like, I'll help you. And then he told me everything.
You literally could have just said friend.
It just, there was a lot less explaining to do, and I was just like,
Oh, that's fair.
Tell me everything.
I personally wouldn't hire you as an assistant.
That is crazy.
You couldn't handle it.
First of all, I would be an insane assistant. I just do not have the bandwidth. I would kill it as an assistant. Admit it.
Sounds like copium.
I would kill it as an assistant.
So bad. You could never do what Christine does.
You could never be an assistant.
No, I couldn't.
Yeah, you would lose
You're
everything.
Right.
It's insane how often she loses stuff. Oh my god.
Yeah, Christine hasn't learned this yet. I mean, she's starting to learn this, but like, whenever Taylor works with me on events and stuff like that, Taylor brings a fanny pack. And in the fanny pack at all times is my phone and keys. And 90% of the event is Taylor saying, give me your phone, give me your keys.
Yeah.
Because I lose them so much.
JHB team.
JHB team in chat said, I can volunteer if y'all need anything.
Thank you, JHB team.
JHB, you can intern to do my dishes if you want.
JHB team and I took our COVID test together today. Mm-hmm. And then we stood there together for 15 minutes while we waited for the results.
What'd you talk about?
What did we talk about, JHB? Not much.
Oh, yeah. Part of why I was late, too, is because Christine accidentally took my keys and drove off with them. Mm-hmm. And then she had to turn around and come back. It was a solid 5 minutes, but I'll blame the whole hour on Christine.
Oh my god, that's
Can't
so
believe you did
up.
that, Christine.
Wow.
Put us an hour behind. I'm always late, though.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be like this. I woke up early. I did a hair treatment in my hair last night, and it feels awful.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Mistake.
It's called like a Malibu deep conditioner or something, and it's so bad. I don't know what it is with hair, but it's so difficult. Oh, Maya got distracted by the kitten. So I use this is only gonna interest hair people. I'm speaking to a very unique part of the audience. I know, but I use Olaplex all the time because my hair is so damaged. My hair is like messed up, and I can't figure out what to do with it. And then someone told me that like Olaplex isn't that good, and I should just like use hair treatments and blah blah. So then I started using hair treatments, and it doesn't work. I can't figure it out. I literally can, like, why isn't there someone you could go to and be like, fix this?
He bit me.
The kitten?
Yeah.
Good job. She's also a she.
She bit me. She's feral. She has rabies.
Oh,
rabies. I'm gonna have to get a shot.
Get her fingers.
Get her Ow! That's too many bites.
Oh god. Okay, I shouldn't play with her like this. She's gonna eat me up. Anyway, if you guys know any real hair secrets, whenever I ask for hair secrets, people are always like, oh, use Olaplex or use Secret 10 or whatever that spray-in stuff is. Everybody gives me stuff like that, and it just doesn't, I can't figure it out. My hair's just so dry. Olive oil, use mayo. I used to do mayo treatments, actually, on my hair. Well, I'm desperate. I do have sulfate-free shampoo. Also, my hair is so thin that I want to get this thing. What they do, they take some of your blood. Spooky.
Oh my god.
And they needle it.
This really weirds me out.
They needle it onto your head, and apparently it's called a
It's your pee.
PRP treatment or something like that. PFP. A PP treatment. And it's supposed to help your hair grow. PRP, someone said. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, 2 bottles, huh?
Yo!
Look
Welcome
who it is!
To Wine About
How's it
It.
going?
Oh, you showered. I'm so jealous.
No wine during Wine About It? What the heck?
We didn't
Okay,
have
guys.
wine during Wine About
Merlot from Sonoma County.
It. Have we ever had it?
Actual shout out to Lud really quick. Lud at the venue was like, you guys want food? Maya want food? And I was like, yeah, I'm really hungry. And then he ordered food at the venue before we got home. So then he got food and we had hot food when we got home.
Yeah, he was really sweet.
Before Wine About It. So nice.
He was really sweet.
Come out.
Actually, you buy me food pretty
Yeah,
much
Lud, you
every
have
time.
to lift it up all the way. Yeah, he does get you food every time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I owe you a lot of money.
I usually get you food and alcohol.
Yeah, and then he makes
Yeah.
matcha lattes. They're really good.
Yeah, I just have to be the weird white guy walking through like a Daiso Japan.
What?
Where I get my matcha.
Oh.
I did walk up to Maya at the event and I went, Mushimu, and she goes, that's racist.
I was like, you're gonna walk up to a Japanese woman. No, you said Ohio.
Oh
You
yeah,
were
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you walked up to me, you go, Ohio, and I was like, Lud, that's racist. You can't do that to me.
Ludwig, look what the kitten's playing with.
Is that a vagina hole? Stopper.
Wait. So first you said vagina hole, and then you corrected it to a vagina stopper?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a vagina stopper. That's what it is. She loves it.
Thank you, Lud.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, it's chilled.
Wait.
Oh my god.
What?
Please.
What?
I don't want to do this anymore.
Dude, it's the main
there a
point of
thing?
no, it's the main point of the podcast. It's a thing. It's a thing.
What's the thing?
Oh my god.
Why is she freaking out?
Let me tell you about it. Chat's so excited. They're bad chesting. They're so excited. Okay. So, at the beginning of every episode of Wine About It, we pour the wine and we taste it and we talk about the wine.
Hold on, Lud. When you think of Wine About It as a podcast, do you think of it as a wine review podcast?
No.
That's
That's
crazy
what I'm
because
saying.
it's an
Cutie
important
likes
Thank you
part.
so much for the 5.
I like traditions. I'm a tradition girl.
We went to like a Michelin restaurant, and every dish she would like review it like a Michelin chef, but then she wouldn't eat it because it would have like sauce in almost every single one. So she would do the whole review but not eat the actual meal. So it's like going with like a food blogger.
Well, I would like
You don't like sauce? Are you one of those?
You don't know this?
What?
You don't know this about her?
Do you even know me?
Bad friend alert.
I've never thought of you as.
Wait, are you serious?
Wow.
I've never thought of you as that picky of an eater.
Oh.
She's the pickiest eater I know.
No.
Yeah.
I know people way worse than her.
I mean, she's not like a chicken
I will
10 piece
eat
only.
anything besides sauce.
That's really
I don't do
cringe.
mayo. I don't do mustard. I don't do ketchup.
I did not know that about you.
I only do ketchup if I'm dipping fries in it. That's the only thing. I don't do any dressing. Any type of sauce. I hate vinegar. I think that's it.
That's really cringe.
Covers a lot.
It is, yeah, mostly anything that's a condiment or sauce. I don't do it.
I hate that.
Pretty much any restaurant protein.
Oh, no sour cream.
Or salad. All right, well, I'll let you guys do your thing. Yeah!
Yeah.
Thank you,
This is going to
Lud.
be so cool.
Thank you,
That.
Ludwig.
All right, let me know if you need anything else.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Why is he yelling that?
Kanye. This is
Oh.
inspiration.
Kanye. All right, well, chat. Today, we've got a saint. We really haven't had this.
It does look very familiar.
It looks super familiar. What's that bottle right there? Oh, that's Joshua.
Nope.
That's Josh. We've never had this. This is so
Oh
exciting.
my gosh.
Whoa, lady, not for free. Sorry, that was in response. Ow, ow! In response to the kitten showing her hoo-ha to the camera. Okay. St. Francis Merlot from Sonoma County in 2018. A certified sustainable winery. You love that.
Man, this would be really hard to stick in my vagina. Seriously.
No, you don't do it like that.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. You gotta get... You do it like this. So you get the
Oh.
edge.
Oh,
Yeah.
that could work.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's cool. I mean, I don't know what that entails.
Sorry,
but-
I just showed her how to use the Diva Cup.
Oh. I could
So
do that for
so
sure.
much easier, and then once up there, it goes...
I almost want to do it, like, just to see
Maybe
if
with
I
a
can.
clean one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this would hurt so
No,
bad.
you don't do it that way. Yeah, you have to... And then...
Wow.
It's awesome.
Oh, yeah, I could totally do that. Sorry.
Prezzo said when I'm over.
Prezzo, here's the thing, all right? I feel like you're so much talk. I
He is
think
so
when
much
you
talk.
show up to my apartment and it's just you and me, and there's no stream on and there's no chat, it's gonna be so awkward.
Oof.
Can
Yeah,
you admit
well.
that, like, you're gonna walk into my apartment, it's just gonna be us, and I'm gonna be like, so, like, how do you like Texas so far? You're not gonna walk in my apartment and be like, I want to have sex with you right now. I want to have babies with you right now. Like, you're not gonna do that. It's gonna be so awkward. And then on stream, I don't know, we gotta drink or something, then it'll be fine.
You gotta get drunk to hang out with Prezzo. That's a bad sign. Actually, my very first, like... it wasn't even a date. My very first, like, hangout with Ludwig when we were, like, flirting, I got wasted.
Oh,
Because I just was so nervous.
yeah.
I got wasted.
Shwasted.
Okay.
Back to the wine segment.
Back to the wine. It's sustainable. It's from Sonoma County. It's a 2018. It's a classic Merlot with deep color and rich, luscious flavor. crafted in distinctive Sonoma style. Sonoma, obviously, is the county
Wine capital of the nation.
picked at the peak of ripeness. Smooth, elegant, approachable. Oh my god, me.
I don't know that either of us are very approachable.
With silky dark fruits, hints of chocolate, and a plush mouth-filling finish. Oh, that sounds so
my
sexual.
god! Excuse me?
Oh, a plush mouth-filling finish.
I hate that. I hate that.
love it.
Also, it's not going to taste like chocolate. Guaranteed.
No. Ow! Stop. Why are you like this?
Because she's rabid and she wants to murder. When you kill.
Just know, audio listeners, if I say ow at any point, it's because the kitten is attacking me. We do have a kitten. We'll talk about the kitten in a little bit. The kitten has its own story. Oh, here you go. Oh, here you go. Here. Oh, little hat.
Cute.
Little Diva Cup hat. Okay, here we go. Audio listeners. I'm peeing.
Audio listeners, she peed all over the floor.
We don't know what to do about it.
God, it's so awkward. It's my least favorite part of the podcast.
Maya, it's such an important part. And all you do is argue about it. Could you just try not arguing about it?
Okay.
Hey, it's a mega pint. Topical.
Pardon?
Oh.
What did you just say?
This girl knows nothing. Okay. Here we go.
What is that, a video game thing?
Yeah, mega pint is a video game thing. Ow!
Absolutely deserved, bitch. Okay.
Okay.
That was a terrible noise.
Oh, I loved it.
I hated
What?
that.
I was gonna say I loved it. It's so lame. Okay.
Oh my god, it smells so...
Oh, it actually smells.
It smells really
It smells
alcoholic.
like
It
chemicals
doesn't
for
smell
some
good.
reason. What's the percent on this?
Oh my god. It's 12.
Lud just wants to get laid, so he was like, let's get her
12.
14.8.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
is that high?
No. I will say wine usually makes me a little frisky.
Ew.
I know. But
Don't
I've
say
actually
that.
never had sex after wine about it. Because we stay up so late.
Yeah.
And it's usually pink wine. What? If you're just saying, why is everyone being weird about me telling you about that?
That's a
Oh,
lot.
I'm sorry. Is
That's
this
a lot of info.
Is this not the podcast where we talk about things?
I hate
Oh.
having sex drunk. For a couple reasons.
Oh, I
One,
prefer it.
It's just, that's crazy. One, because it's just not as good. Two, because it's traumatic for me. But I have gotten better. I had sex recently drunk, and I was like, oh, I've experienced no trauma doing that. Which is the first
That's
time
exciting.
since college that's happened. Everybody clap.
Woo! Everyone's clapping.
That is pretty sick.
I prefer to be drunk because I was raised Mormon. That sometimes if I'm not drunk, I'll be having sex
get
and I'll
guilty?
be like, ugh, God doesn't want to see this. Yeah.
That is insane!
I was brainwashed for years.
Oh, that is insane.
I've spent more years of my life being brainwashed than I haven't been. Isn't that weird?
I've started a new thing that I haven't said on... Never mind, I shouldn't even say that. I was going to say I try not to do it on stream because I don't want to offend people, and then I was going to say what it is. It's really dumb.
Wait, what?
It's not even bad.
I feel like now you have to say it because
I-
we're all confused. The crowd is confused.
It's a little polarizing. It's really not that bad. I'm an atheist. I don't believe in anything. But lately, I've really just been like if something good happens, I'm like, oh, like Jesus provides. Or if something really bad happens, I'm like, this is my testimony. This isn't my testimony. Like this is God's plan for me. I don't know why I've been doing that.
Ironically?
Ironically, yes.
Okay.
I don't believe in anything.
Okay. I'm making sure this is ironic. No, it's funny if it's ironic. How's the wine?
Really good.
Have we ever taken a sip and been like, wow.
No, because we don't like
This was
wine.
delightful.
I only drink wine once a month at Wine About It. I would never choose wine otherwise. I'm a beer girl. I drink beer.
Oh, she's a beer girl. She's not like the other girls.
Here we go.
She's so wicked. All right, I want to try some. I used to like wine, for the record. Hoo-wee. Hoo-wee, this is interesting.
Mama. Zooey mama.
Wow, this is interesting. This is...
Maya's so quirky. Let's be honest. Cutie and I are both pick-me girls.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. We're
Yeah.
both the cool girls. We're both the girls that hang out with just the guys because the girls are too much drama. We suck.
Yeah, we actually
We're the
suck.
worst of them.
But girls do suck. Girls do suck, and
including us. Actually, we do great. We were just talking about this the other day. I literally said to Cutie, we've been talking a lot. Cutie and I talk on the phone a lot, and it's not even of substance.
I've been really depressed.
We will be on the phone for like 2-3 hours at a time.
We were on the phone 2 hours yesterday. We talked, but then we also just sat there in silence while I went.
Yeah, and I was like doing laundry, and she just on speaker. But I said the other day on the phone, I was like, how crazy would it be if we were in a romantic relationship where we could communicate as well as we do? Because Cutie and I have had problems, and when we talk about it, we kill it.
Yeah, we have
like
serious problems.
Insane communication. Like better than any friend, or honestly, I think better than any friend I've ever had.
Yeah, I was going to say that too.
Definitely any relationship I've ever had.
I think there are other friends that we've had like same level of serious conversations, and they've not ended the same way as like yours and mine.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because we're both so good at when we talk to each other, seeing the other person's perspective and just being like, yeah, there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
Like, if that makes sense.
Happy June.
Happy Pride Month. Yeah, guys. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I have never been worked up about anything. And the one time that I was kind of worked up, I just said, I need to think about this. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Yeah.
And all I had to do to think about it.
But even when you said that, I knew you weren't mad at me.
Yeah, I wasn't mad.
You were
I just had
stressed.
to absorb. Yeah, I wasn't mad.
Yeah, you were just stressed.
Yeah, it's weird because I've lost friendships over less.
Oh, same.
Oh, excuse me. Compared to Maya cheating me out of hundreds of thousands of dollars.
It's literally, that's what's crazy about it, is like I've lost friendships over so much less, and the issues that we've had, the problems that we've had, is like over hundreds of thousands of dollars. Legitimately.
Yeah, but I'm not that greedy.
That's true.
I think that's a big thing about me is I'm not very greedy, and I don't care about a lot of like superficial things that a lot of people care about, and I think that is why I have lost friends sometimes, because they're like, why don't you care about this? And I'm like, But for us, it works out really well that I am that way.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense.
It does.
But this was going somewhere. Where was this going?
Maybe this is why the podcast is going so well. The podcast is good. We do talk a lot, though. We were talking about it yesterday about what we're going to talk about today, and a lot of most 80% of the stuff that we talk about off stream, we can't talk about on the podcast, which is super lame.
We can do condensed versions of it. Like, well, PG versions of it. Is that a dead bug in that?
It is.
Ew, what?
Yeah, that's going to be really hard to get out, too.
Ew, what?
I'll get it.
Ew,
later.
what?
Stop putting in after you say things. It makes you sound dumb.
Oh, that's how I freaking talk.
I know, don't do that. It makes you sound dumb.
It's how I've been my whole life.
Stop.
That's mean.
I'm being a good friend.
You know I do that. I do it with everything.
I do it too.
I literally just said Mina.
Thank you for the 5. Yeah, I do that sometimes too, but don't do it.
Okay, well, I've been this way my whole life. I'm not changing. It doesn't make me sound dumb. I am dumb.
Alright, well.
I'm fine being seen as dumb. I'm very calculated on the back end.
Really? I hate when people think I'm dumb.
No, I'm fine. You know what's
I don't
weird?
mind when people think I'm like dank or it's like but like if people think I'm actually not intelligent, it stresses me out.
I used to be that way. I'd get really, really triggered if people would even call me like stupid. Like I'd get really, really triggered, but now I don't because I'm just kind of like, meh. I don't know why.
Ditzy versus dumb. True.
Yeah. Why did you start this conversation about us being friends? You were gonna say something else. Oh, that's so frustrating. Usually we're pretty good at getting back to the branch.
I don't remember.
Today we did not get back to the branch.
Beep beep. It's been a long day. When did we become friends? Probably like, I mean, we've known each other for years, right? But we didn't become friends until like August, probably.
Yeah.
So like,
I remember.
almost a year ago.
You know what was funny is I was thinking about this the other day. I remember the first time. I mean, I think I can say this. I say before I say something I don't know if I can say. Maya would call me a lot about like, you know, her and Miz's relationship. Miz would call me a lot about her and Miz's relationship. I'm friends with both of them.
That was a weird time.
It was a weird time. It was really hard for me because I was like, I don't know how to navigate this. And I would tell them both, I don't know how to navigate this. But I remember after they like, because all we would talk about would be like relationship things, blah, blah, blah. And then after they broke up and Maya and I hung out for the first time, I'm like, what am I going to talk to her about? Like, I remember being like, oh, God, what am I going to talk to her about?
I don't remember the first time we hung out post.
You don't?
No.
I remember distinctly because I get really bad social anxiety. And it was like, we were in the car and there were like some, which now I don't care if
Where
they're
were
quiet
we
moments.
in a car together?
We were in a car. I don't know. We were in a car. I think it was one of the first times. It might have been around the first. It wasn't the first
G4
wine
event?
about it. No, it wasn't G4 event because it was after. It was in the fall.
Okay, whatever.
We were in the car together, and I was like so stressed because it was like quiet, and I was like, I don't know what to talk to her about. I don't know what to talk to her about. I remember thinking about that. I consciously didn't know what to talk to you about.
I will sit in silence.
I mean, I'm fine
Forever.
sitting in silence now, but like when it's with someone I barely know, I'm really bad at it. It wasn't Twitch Rivals. When was it? I don't know when it was. I don't know when
I don't
it
know what
was.
you're talking about. I don't remember being in a car with just you.
But I remember just thinking like, oh, if we're not talking about relationships, what are we going to talk about? Someone said Housewives. Someone said we weren't friends during the Housewives podcast. A lot of streamer relationships are very like
Yeah, we weren't friends.
Stream friends.
Like, I wouldn't call Cutie unless, like, I had, like, a very specific stream problem, and I was like, hey, what do you think about this? But now, like, we talk about everything. Everything.
Oh, kitchen wig stream when you came and you were. That's what it was. You were going home and you stopped here for like a day or two.
I don't remember, but yeah.
I remember it.
Interesting.
I remember. That's when it was. Good job, chat. Wow, you guys are creepy. You guys are actually weird.
That was a good stream. That was fun. Anyway, yeah. We became friends because of all that, because I talked to her a bunch. And now we talk every day. Just kind
Gross.
of cringe. To the point where, yesterday we were on the phone, I was like, we hadn't talked for minutes. It was just like silence on speaker while we were doing other things in our house. And I was like, remember that sore in my mouth? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I went to the dentist and now I have to go get it cut out or something. And she's
Ew.
like, oh, man. But it's just, I was like, we talk too much. Like, that is, because last time I talked to her about it was months ago.
The thing I need in my life, I've always needed this in my life, is just someone that shows up. Someone
that's
that
me.
shows up and someone that answers. And
Cheers.
Maya's real good at that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, kudos in chat to Maya.
Hooray!
We're friends.
Yeah.
And
Alright.
pick-me's. That's where this started.
Yes. Oh, beep beep. Beep beep, call back. In high school, I really did. I had an all-boy friend group.
Yes, so
yeah.
did I.
And they all
I played
fell in love with
Halo
me.
after school. None of them fell in love with
They
me.
all
and
did
it
except
drove
for
me
one.
crazy.
Oh.
It drove me crazy because I had a crush. Remember Tony?
Yes.
Talk about Tony again.
Hello.
I had the biggest crush on Tony and... Sorry, the kitten has a lot to say. Okay. What do you want? You just want some pets? What? Not getting enough attention?
Okay, Tony.
Sorry, audio listeners. We have to pet the cat right now. But yeah, every single day after school, I'd go play Halo with the boys, and I'd stay up all night playing Halo with the boys, and yeah, I was one of the boys. But I think pick-me girls become pick-me girls because they never get picked, if that makes sense. Like, I never felt like I fit in, and I couldn't keep up with the girls. I still think it now. Like, sometimes. Like, I'm really bad at, I don't have a good sense of fashion. I don't have a good, like, I'm not good at makeup. I'm just not very good at traditionally girly things, and it makes me feel really awful. And so instead, I just hung out with boys because it's just easier. Hi. What is going on? What do you need?
I don't know. Yeah, I had a friend group in high school, and they were all boys, and they all fell in love with me, and then it all went to Texas.
Dang. Yeah, that's why I'm still friends with two of the guys really, really well.
What is the best memory that you have from your worst relationship?
The best memory I have from my worst relationship.
Yeah.
God, you know, it's my worst relationship was probably with the guy that took my virginity, for sure.
Yeah.
And my best memory is kind of funny, because so my mom, I like to say she was a good cook, but looking back at it now, I think it was a mix of she's a good cook, but also she's just your freaking mom, and so you're used to eating her food. She would make lasagna with just American cheese and ground beef pasta sauce, and lasagna noodles. That's it. You should not make lasagna like that.
Yum.
Yeah, you should not use American cheese in your
that's actually
lasagna.
really gross.
So bad. Like, genuinely so bad. But, you know, that's the lasagna I was raised on, so I was, like, used to it. And this is the boy that took my virginity. He was much older than me, but he invites me over to, like, we were supposed to cook. And, like, we were going to make lasagna and cupcakes and watch a Marilyn Monroe documentary. Because I used to like Marilyn Monroe more than I do now. Like, I still like the vintage beauties. I think they're just, like, just endearing and fascinating.
Okay.
But I was, like, reading a few different Marilyn Monroe biographies at the point, and so he, like, set up this whole little movie night, and we cooked the lasagna, and it was my mom's recipe. And now I know it's gross, but back then he ate it, and he was like, this is the best lasagna ever, and I just know he lied, and so that's why it's the best memory from the worst relationship, because he was just lying. And so that's kind of weird. But this is when I started drinking, too, and so I hated the taste of beer, and so I tried mixing beer with Diet Coke. And then I felt like an idiot, like being like, this is gross, so I just kept drinking it and pretended like it was like my thing.
Ew,
it was
dude.
so bad.
That
it's like
is
the time
disgusting.
it was okay. So the one time I had a whole one night stand, it didn't work out because I ended up dating him. So it was a bad one night stand.
Yeah, I've only had one.
But he he drives me home in the morning, very nice, so cordial, and stops to get coffee. And he's like, what kind of coffee do you want? I was not a coffee drinker. Because like I said, I was just like, you know, I was Mormon for so many years. And then I just didn't drink. And I never had coffee until like probably freaking 6 years ago at this point. And so I just leaned over and I was like, oh, I'll just have a coffee. And he was like, what kind? And I was like, oh, just plain. He's like, just plain? And I was like,
Just a black coffee.
yep. And so then he gives me the coffee, and instead of being a normal human being like, oh, I've never had this before, or like help me order or anything like that, I just drink it, and he like looks at me and he's like, you like that? It was just black. I was like, yeah, I like drinking it when I'm chewing gum because then it's like minty. Like
You have a lying problem.
I came up with this. Okay, I don't do this anymore.
You're insane.
I come up with this whole story about like, because I just didn't want to look like an idiot. And so then every time for like a while, I would have to order black coffee.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh, because you ended up dating him, right?
Yeah. Well, it's not even lying. It's just genuine. Well, it is lying, but it's like anxiety. Like I just had anxiety, and I was like,
I had a single one night stand. I met him at a bar, went home with him from the bar. On the walk home to his place, shared my location with like 6 people because I was like, this is really sketchy stuff that I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Like I don't know this person. Like we're going to his house. We get to his house, his roommate, they share a room. His roommate and him are in a room. So we walk into the room and he's like, hey man, could you crash on the couch? And dude wakes up and he's like, oh sure dude, yeah, no problem, like, get it. Yeah, and then we went and had sex on his bed.
That's
and then
awful.
I left in the morning before he woke up and I was like, yeah, that's it. Easy enough. Like one night stand, done. And then he texted me the next day and he's like, can I take you out for coffee? And I was like, oh. What
was your coffee order?
I actually don't even think we went to get coffee because I think I told him I didn't
Black
get coffee.
with a side of chewing gum?
No. We went to the beach. Oh, you know what it was? We went to the beach and I ID'd every animal that I saw. I was like, there's a sea lion there. There's some sea otters over there. Like that's a California the seagull. That's a western gull. Blah, 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 and I just like talked so much, and then and that was it. We didn't go on another date.
Oh, you think he didn't ask you on another date because you're a weird animal girl?
Probably, because we didn't talk much that night. He didn't know.
You didn't know.
He didn't know.
You didn't know you were a horse girl.
Yeah.
What was your happiest memory from your worst relationship? Sorry, the kid's so mad.
I
think she just wants pets.
There was a night that I was really insecure about a girl that he was talking to, and I brought it up at like midnight or something, and we went for a walk, and he gave me a piggyback ride like around the block, and we talked about it, and it was really nice. And then a couple days later, I found out that he was lying while we were walking, but the walk itself was really nice and like romantic, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's fixing me, like he's making me feel so much better.
Oh my god, he's the one.
Yeah, I was like, this feels so good, like somebody loves me, like he's taking care of me, he's like easing my insecurities. And then I found out later that it wasn't true. But still, I think that's the best one from the worst relationship, probably.
That's so funny. What's crazy is how much you forget. Like I should have so many stories, and I just forget them.
Yeah, same.
Life is weird.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Well, we have a lot to talk about still. It's been a long month. There's been a lot that's happened.
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about. Did you see my baking show?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It was sick. It went really well. There were some audio problems, but it was
What?
a really cool concept.
There were audio problems? That was a Twitch produced show. There's audio problems?
Yeah, it wasn't your fault.
I'm livid.
But it was a really good concept. It was a cool show. People had fun. Viewership was good.
It was. It was a good show. The hard thing about it was they didn't. I knew there was. I knew.
You would be really needy.
What
right
is
now.
wrong with you? I might have Lud come get her because I think she just. Well, I don't know what she wants. I don't know if she wants to get comfortable and sleep, and we're keeping her up, or if she wants to run around,
I think she's in. I think she
or
wants
she's
to.
teething and she wants to chew on something.
She wants to bite
What do you want, kitten?
blood.
Anyway, I knew there were sponsors, but I didn't know there was going to be sponsors on my stream because I wasn't paid. And so it was just this weird, it was kind of weird. So that was my one surprise.
Oh my god. Look at the holes. What the frick?
Ow, sorry, audio listeners. We're getting attacked by kittens.
Oh.
Anyway.
Yeah, that was a good show. I had my birthday this
How
month
was
as well.
your birthday? What'd you do on your birthday? My birthday's tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I haven't really thought about it because it's just been so busy.
Yeah, we've been going nuts. My birthday was really bad.
Why? Actually, I know why, but I'm just asking. I'm pretending like I don't know why for the sake of the podcast. OMG. Why, Maya? Why was it so bad?
It would have been fun if we stuck with the plans that we had. I started my birthday off because I do shifts. I do shifts starting at 5:30 at a homeless shelter in downtown Austin, and I do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or swap Tuesdays and Thursdays. And so the day was my birthday, so I went to do that shift, and it kind of just messed up because it messes up my whole day. To get up at 4 a.m, it just throws me off because then I don't go back to sleep and I'm just really tired. So started with that, which kind of messed me up, and then I went and I just worked all day, and then the plan was to do this movie night thing at Alveus, and we were gonna set up a projector, and people were gonna come hang out, but we literally had to rain check because there was a storm. So, and then there were some people that were like, oh, you can have people at your apartment, we could do a last minute dinner, but for some reason I just felt really cringe planning stuff for my own birthday. I didn't want to.
It is
tell
so
people,
weird.
I didn't want to tell people oh yeah, come celebrate me, So I was just oh no, it's fine. We'll just do it tomorrow
Okay, I'm telling Lud to come get her.
when there's no storm. So I went home, and I got home at 7 p.m. and then I was home by myself. And I don't know if I told you this. I think that part of what was so hard about that birthday is I genuinely think it's the first birthday in 8 years
8 years
that I've had alone.
Aww.
Because I dated that guy for 5 years, and then I was dating people on and off since then, and every time it coincidentally lined up with my birthday. So there was always a guy that did my or made my birthday special, or took me to dinner, or did something special, and I didn't have that this time. And there's something about when you're a kid and your parents make your birthday special, if there's no one there to make your birthday special, it just doesn't really feel special. So I was just oof, and I cried. I was just sitting in my bed. I was trying really hard to not be sad, and then I just started crying.
Hi, Coots.
There's your baby.
She's being rabid.
She's being crazy.
Hi, you.
She just wants she keeps pouncing at us and biting us.
Yeah, she likes doing that. I mean, she's tired.
Yeah, but she's crazy because why doesn't she sleep?
Good night.
It's so cozy in here.
Coots says good night. Say good night back. Say it back!
Thank you, love.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, but that was that birthday.
Well,
It was pretty depressing. It's the worst birthday that I think I can remember having.
wow.
Yeah.
Bad time to tell everyone I got her a birthday present and did not get there on time.
Yeah.
It still hasn't gotten there for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't really know where it is, but look, I'm going to show you a picture of what it is
I haven't seen it yet.
because I have a picture and I just have to find it. I genuinely don't know why it hasn't gotten there.
What if I hate it? If I hate it, do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, you really could. Because I think it was thoughtful, but
Pause champ.
it might not have been. Who knows? Okay, I have to go back because I have to scroll because we sent links.
Oh, we text so much.
Well, not you.
Oh.
It's not always about you.
Why is my sub badge hot dogs? They're feathers.
Oh.
They're not hot dogs.
That's funny.
Ew. I've never seen anyone say that. I hate that.
She loves hot dogs.
No, I don't.
Okay. 1 second. I'm scrolling, everybody. I'm scrolling. Everyone pause, champ. I'm scrolling. Oh my god, how come sometimes in iMessage you're scrolling and it throws you back down to the bottom? That's just really messed up.
That's cringe.
Yeah. When was your birthday?
24th.
I know. The 24th. I knew that. You just didn't let me finish. Oh, so that means I would have ordered it a few days before the 24th. I don't know where it is. I'm still confused about that.
Young Jeff brought me IPAs for my birthday.
That's nice of him.
It was really nice. I like Young Jeff a lot.
Oh. Okay. So first, I got you. I actually don't know which one I got you. I got you a custom color by number of a picture of you and your horse.
That's cute.
Yeah, I'm so nice.
Oh my god.
Thank
What?
you. And then I got you probably already have one of these, but I got you it anyway.
That's so fun.
Oh,
awesome.
I got you.
Not me and Ace either. Me and Katie, my first pony.
I got you this.
What is
I got a little record player.
Oh my god.
But it's pink.
That's so cute.
I got you a pink record player.
I've never had a record player.
Oh,
I'm gonna be so
okay.
cool. That's gonna match my apartment so well.
But then,
did you realize that when you
look what
picked it?
album I got you.
It's Taylor Swift, isn't it? I didn't even know they had that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she got me my favorite Pop Smoke
I got
album
her, I
on
got her
record, and you
Pop
got me a
Smoke on
record player.
And a record player.
Dude, what
I'm
the
a
heck?
friend.
That's a really good gift.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm a good gift giver.
Oh my gosh, what the heck? What the heck?
I don't know where it is.
I know it's gone.
Well, Taylor shipped it to her house so then she could put them all together. So
Yeah.
you didn't get 3 packages.
Okay.
So there must be, I bet the paint by number is just taking a hell of a lot of time.
Wow.
It is ordered, I promise, chat. Some people are like, ordered. It really was.
She just came up with that and Googled it right now.
They did.
That is so fun.
Good present. I saved your birthday.
Oh my god, thank you, Save.
You're welcome.
This is the best birthday I've ever had. I love my birthday.
Well, you had a makeup birthday. You had friends come, right?
I had friends come the next day, and we set up a projector in the training center at Alveus, and we had some drinks and some pizza and the cakes that I did for my birthday stream, and then I put on Angry Birds, and 9 people left before the movie was over.
I don't understand why they did that.
They went home. And the worst part about it is it wasn't even like,
Texas.
Birds, like, I gotta go. It was like, all right, guys, like, this has been really fun. Like,
In the
I'll see
middle
you later.
of the movie?
Yeah. Like, not even
don't
the middle, like, the
understand that.
first quarter.
I don't
of it.
understand
They're just
that.
like, okay, bye. Crazy.
That
Yeah,
is-
I thought it was so funny. Some people were like, oh, that's sad. It's so funny. That putting on Angry Birds and then 9 of your friends leaving before it's over is hilarious.
I think that's weird.
I think it's so funny.
I don't, for the record, I have no clue who left early. She didn't tell me this, but if you left early, you're weird. You don't go watch a movie and then leave early. You're weird. You just hang out with everyone.
3 of them have an excuse because it was Era, Britt, and Emmy, and she had to go to bed.
Oh,
But the rest of them,
okay.
bad friends.
Era, Britt, and Emmy have a valid excuse.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, they have a baby.
I love Angry Birds. I love Angry Birds.
But yeah, my birthday's tomorrow, and what are we doing to celebrate? Going to Hassan's.
Going to Hassan's and streaming.
We're going to Hassan's and streaming. I'll come home and do a birthday stream, but I don't really know how to do a birthday stream. I've never done one.
We're doing a photo shoot in the morning and then going to Hassan's.
Photo shoot. Yuck.
Dude, my LA weekends are crazy. I'm vlogging right now to show you guys how insane the LA weekends are, but I landed at 9 a.m. and I got to Beyblades at 10 a.m. We were at Beyblades until 6 p.m., got back, did hair and makeup, ate dinner, went live for Wine About It, or live for Wine About It until midnight 30. And then we do Omegle right after. And then tomorrow morning we have a photo shoot at 11 a.m. And then we go to Hassan stream and stream with Hassan, and then I fly out tomorrow evening.
Da, 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 da.
It's pretty fun. LA weekends are fun.
We do stuff a lot in.
Yeah.
Hassan's house vlog. True, we have talked about that. You could do that. No time for Olive Garden this week, this trip. No,
Yeah, I don't
sadly.
think we're doing a
Though
About It vlog.
Olive Garden sounds amazing. We missed last month. We didn't do Dine About It or Omegle because I simply wasn't in the mood.
Yeah.
It was right after girls trip canceled, and I was like,
Oof, that was a tough one.
yeah, I was like, that sucks. So
No clubbing? No.
no clubbing, nothing like that. So I had the baking stream. You had your birthday. Oh, I did a poker stream.
Huh?
On Alex's channel.
You did?
I did. I did. It was actually a really cool stream that she set up. She has this casino in LA that they like they sponsored everyone like 10K to play with, or
Oh my
maybe
God.
it was 5K. They sponsored everyone 5K to play with. That's what it was. And if you won, you got to keep the money, but like no one knew. But if you didn't,
It's hot. Texas. I'm gonna open that window.
it is open.
No, this one?
Oh,
Does this
that
one not have a
is
screen? Are you gonna cry?
No, unless a bug comes in or a
Well,
coyote.
that's what I'm saying.
A
No
coyote
coyotes.
jumps through the window.
There is no screen.
Well, hopefully a coyote doesn't come through.
A coyote's not gonna come through the window, idiot.
Might.
Okay.
Sponsored gambling. Yeah, but poker is so much different than slots.
We drove by a coyote today, and Cutie was like, Maya, roll down your window and yell at it so that it doesn't come back to my neighborhood.
She didn't yell at it, so I honked.
I was like, that's not gonna work. That's not how that works.
It does how it works.
Oh
They
my
get
God.
scared.
Oh my God. Me yelling at the coyote out the window is not gonna make the coyote be like, I'm not coming back to this area.
Yeah, he'll be like, that crazy bitch yelled at me.
Oh my God.
If people yell at me somewhere, I don't go back.
Same, actually. Well, unless it's a man.
I go crawling back every time.
Yeah.
Please, a crumb of affection
That's
makes up for all the yelling.
Anyway. Poker.
But yeah, it was really cool. And then from hers, Lud was inspired, and so then he did $1 million poker game. Did you see that?
No.
So everyone had 100K that played with. Mr. Beast was there. Ninja was there.
I did hear about it, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah. God, why am I XQC played. Me and Adept went and got dinner. Oh, no, we didn't. We were going to get dinner, but instead we just went to 100 Thieves' house. But yeah, it was really, really cool. It was awesome to watch. Alex went. She got sponsored. She got like 100K sponsored or something like that, or half of it sponsored, and then the rest was hers. But she ended up going up $500,000. She took all of their money. It was actually sick
That's
to
so
watch.
sick.
Yeah, she was the only girl on the table, and she went up $500,000, and it was just like,
That's so sick.
yeah.
I love that for her.
Everyone's saying 100K Papega. That's how much they put in to start with.
Don't look at me. I don't know.
Hello?
I
So
don't
it's
know
$1
any of
million.
those words. I bought a new truck.
Oh yeah, you did buy a new truck. What'd you think?
It's sick. He's small.
He is small.
His name's Binky Bonky because you didn't name your cat Binky Bonky, so that I named my truck Binky Bonky.
Yeah, you did name your truck Binky Bonky. How often do you call your truck by its name?
Yeah, once a day.
Oh, okay.
I get in the truck, I sit down, and I go Binky Bonky, and then we
All by
drive.
yourself?
Yeah,
And then we drive.
yeah.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Other things that happened in this past month.
We don't need to go through everything in like bullet. Like we can talk about other things.
Why?
Okay. Sorry.
I want to talk about these things.
All right.
Boxing tournament. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched Minx's fight.
Do you want to box now?
No.
Why?
I think I'd have a hard time hitting somebody, and I would not want to get hit in the face in front of people. I would be really embarrassed, and getting knocked out would be irreversibly embarrassing for me.
Dude, it was so good. iDubbbz did amazing.
Yeah, it was a good tournament.
The production was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I would be too afraid if there's a way I could guarantee that my nose wouldn't break.
Oh.
I would do it, but if I could break my nose, I'm not doing it.
I just wouldn't. Maya versus Andrea. Yeah, after today, maybe. Good God.
Don't say after today like that. Now you have to like give them more.
Oh, it's fine.
Some of the people didn't watch them.
It's just crazy fun. We did the Beyblades tournament, and me and Andrea were going against each other, so I went up to her off cam, and I was like, let's do a bit, Andrea, like, let's go up there and just talk a bunch of shit, and then we'll arm wrestle. And she's like, okay, yeah. And she's like, wait, what do I say? I don't know how to talk shit. And I was like, I'm just gonna say, like, hey, like, stupid bitch, like, I'm gonna beat you, like. And I was like, and she was like, okay, I'll say, like, your bangs are ugly or something. And I was like, cool, that's fine, yeah, whatever. And then she was like, wait, I have something better. And I was like, okay, great. And she's like, but I won't tell you, it'll be a surprise. And I was like, okay, cool. And then we go into the ring, and I was like, Andrea, what the
Texas.
like, that is not, like, we are not on the same page. And she was like, she came over after, she felt so bad. She was like, I'm sorry, because I like actually don't like that. But she was like, I'm sorry, like, I just thought of the meanest thing I could think of because I thought we were supposed to be mean to each other. And I was like, right, yeah.
For people
right.
who don't know what she said, because some people genuinely, I don't think they know what she said.
She came in the ring and she was like, Ms. Kiff made you. And I was like, okay, we're not on the same page. And I was like, look, Andrea, it was the first bit that we've done together. We'll work on our communication and come back, stronger and better for next time.
We'll grow from this.
Yeah,
Andrea.
I was like, it's
we'll
okay.
grow from this.
I wasn't mad. It was really funny, but I do hate that.
For the record, I think audiences don't even realize this either. But imagine being in a relationship with someone and then getting broken up with, and then that person always being brought up.
We talked about this in the car. It's so different for streamer relationships, because if you think about like your IRL friends, you're not streamers, right? Imagine you're just like in your group of friends and your friend says something dumb and you're like, Sandra, that is why Bill broke up with you. Everyone in the group would be like, huh?
Yeah.
Like, why would you say that? Like, that is insane. But for streamers, it's like, it's like the jokes. It's just like, it's farming.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because it's a real relationship,
Yeah.
It's still, it's the same. Like, it still hurts. It's like really shitty.
I think a lot of people they're streamer brain pilled. And they're like, LOL, remember you two used to date, LOL. And it's like, oh,
Texas.
forget to separate. Like, oh yeah, so we're actually a human. Like, like we're humans. And so I think that's where Andrea faulted, and she felt really bad afterwards.
She did.
She felt really bad. She just didn't think it all the way through.
Yeah, it was really funny though. I was definitely shocked.
If Ludwig and I broke up, I would just never want to hear his name. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Like,
yeah, good luck.
Well, I've said it before. If Lud and I ever break up, I'm quitting the internet. I'm going back to.
Yeah, I thought that too. But
Yeah,
I have
that's fair.
way too much going on to do that because I had started OBS. There's no way. But
Right.
I used to think that. Too, because I was like, I'm not gonna be able to deal with that. I like in my 5-year relationship when we broke up, I could not be around any of his friends. I could not go to the same restaurants that we went
Yeah.
to. I couldn't drive down the same roads. I would take different routes so that I didn't get memories of him in my passenger seat or me or him in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
And to go from dealing with a breakup like that to dealing with a breakup where it is the same platform, your entire chat
Publicly,
is spamming his name, people
your
are making
friends
jokes
make jokes
about
about
you
it.
too, he's making jokes about you, like, it really feels near impossible. It's way easier now, but it's also been 8 months, so it's like a little more exhausting now when stuff comes up.
Yeah, no,
'Cause it's
I
like,
agree.
Man, it's been a long time. Like, I'm pretty over it. It was pretty shit for long enough.
Yeah, I think people don't give it enough credit for it, like being, yes, that was a real relationship, everybody. It wasn't just this thing for you to watch, like, so I don't know. It's just lame.
The other thing a lot of people don't understand, and I won't go into this too much, is like, there's a difference between discrediting or writing off everything that relationship and he did for me, and like just not wanting to, like not wanting to joke about it and talk about it and have it talked about around me anymore. Those are very different things. And I think about them very differently, like I'm very aware of what that relationship did for me and what Matt did for me, but it's
funny. It's funny when people complain. Like I one of the big things that I always hear when I like complain about this, or I complain about anything that is a negative when it comes to being on the internet, people are like, well, what do you expect? What do you expect?
I think our opinions are a little bit different here.
Really?
Yes. Like her take here is just be better.
Just be I expect people to just be better humans.
She's like, I should be able to be online and not get harassed. Okay, yeah. Like, it seems like simple enough, saying it, but also I have a pretty like negative perception of humanity, and I think when you have that many eyes on you, statistically, you're just gonna get
Yeah.
a lot of bad people.
Yeah,
If you have that many eyes, like,
I
you're
know
just
it's
gonna have
kind of
shitty
like
people.
delusional to say just be better, but it's like I just want to have faith in one thing, and that's like humanity. Like
That is
I'm just hopeful. Like I'm just
about
hopeful.
the worst thing you could choose to have faith in,
I know.
bro.
I'm hopeful, so I'm always disappointed. Genuinely,
Oof.
I've never been proven that they get better. Sadly, but I just wish you could still believe in the idea that people could be better.
No.
Yeah.
I think people are built to survive. I think people are naturally selfish. I think there can be good people. I think there are people that you love that really look out for you. But in general, like,
Yeah.
I just don't trust
Text
unless
to-
they give me a reason to. Like, it takes a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, when there's this many eyes, there are just going to be bad people.
One in chat if you're a hate watcher. Audio listeners, they are ferociously typing one, including Prezzo.
Prezzo.
We're
oh my God.
confused. Danny,
Anyway.
our editor.
Danny!
That is uncalled for.
Anyway, enough of that conversation. But you get it. It is the difference between. It's so hard for people to wrap their head around. It's so hard for me to get people to wrap their heads around. It's like it is a real relationship with a real breakup, and it's just like it's hard enough. You ever been through a breakup and you see the same make and model car and you just get triggered all over again?
Yeah.
Like
I
imagine
mean, when
that.
I go through a
but
breakup
it's-
and even drive past the same restaurant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But imagine that, but it is every day,
Everybody's
and it's
joke
in your
or
face, and
everybody's-
it's
yeah.
on all your social platforms, and there's jokes, and there's videos, and there's like it never ends. It makes it so hard.
I still think it's funny.
The breakup? Yeah, it's hilarious. It's so funny.
Good one, cutie.
Anyway, you get it. You get the point.
You get it.
It's a lot. How many NFT sponsors have you been offered?
I would probably have like $500,000 right now if I took all the NFT sponsors.
I've only been offered 2.
I've been offered at least 6.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I've only been offered 2.
Wow.
is crazy.
TwitchCon EU. Who's going in chat?
Amsterdam? Not me. No
No shot.
No, not me. Me smile. Nopers? No. Wow, it's a lot of no's.
That's a lot of no's.
Cutie and I have talked about this a lot. I don't know. We're definitely not going to Amsterdam.
We are not going to Amsterdam.
But San Diego's a maybe. But
It's
kinda
sad
like,
because I always wanted to go to TwitchCon EU because I think it's like a fun, like less people go and it's like whatever.
It's too much for me.
But I've decided officially I am not going. I'm doing that thing again where I start.
It's really phallic and weird.
I know it's weird, but I get bored and I start like.
Maybe just put it down.
I know, but if I put it down, I don't drink it. Sorry,
Chug.
I'm not chugging it.
We've considered going to San Diego, but we're
I don't know
both
about
scared.
that.
We're both scared of going. I said that I would talk about this on Instagram. We can talk about it a little bit. I'm a little bit scared. I've talked about. You guys know, or some of you know, I have 3 cases on file. I have 1 in California and 2 in Texas.
What do you mean by cases?
like police cases against people, specific
Gross.
people? So, and I never talk about them. And you see, like, Brooke is super vocal. Like, Brooke has been tweeting about it.
I wanna read this.
Her tweets are crazy. I never talk about it.
No,
I don't
yeah.
think I don't think I've ever talked about it in
Well,
detail.
what's
I think
crazy
I've mentioned that I have cases.
is Brooke talks about it, and then people are like, "Why are you talking about this?" And
No.
she's like, "What else am I supposed to do?"
I read the replies. I saw none of that. I just saw people saying, like, people shouldn't complain about that. But I never saw those comments. Or if they are, they're, like, hidden. Or, like, they're at the bottom or whatever.
And well, there's some people that are like, "Why are you still talking about this?" And she's like,
Restraining
what do you want me
orders?
to do?
No. I have 1 no contact order and 2 that they haven't done anything about. I'll tell you more about them in a second.
So Brooke tweeted, this is Brooke AB, by the way, who's freaking amazing. If you've never watched her stuff, you should watch it. Brooke tweeted on May 27th, been getting asked this question a lot recently, so just wanted to give a heads up. I will not be going to TwitchCon this year. Nothing wrong on Twitch. They do a great job with security. I just don't feel safe with my stalkers and constant death threats. I'm sorry. And then she tweeted on the same day, in quotation marks, "We're tired of hearing you talk about it." And then she replied with, "Imagine how tired I am." Which is like, just like so fair.
I wouldn't read the message.
Yeah, I'll do a summation of it. But then she tweets out again, in quotation, "Nothing is going to happen to you. Quit being dramatic," in quotation. And then she tweets out a screenshot of like a message from her stalker that's like, I'm going to hurt your family, like I'm going to do this, and it's very graphic, and it says
graphic
the order that he's going to take care of her family, and everything's edited so it doesn't get like flagged for whatever, and then it says like, you know, it talks about her grandma, her mom, her dad, it talks about everyone in her family and how they're going to do it. And it's, she deserves this for what she does to Symphony. Playing with other guys, giggling and flirting and not even playing the game, because flirting's more important. Literally wants another man's dick so badly. It's like, what?
Wow, that sounds familiar.
These plans with him, yet can't spend time with Symphony because men are more important. You won't ever leave on your own time. You have to wait for him to do it. It's like, why? It's just so weird, because it's like, these guys are upset about something that, like, Symphony is not upset about. I would like to make it, like, very clear. I've hung out with both of them consistently. They have a great relationship.
Yeah, well, I think that's obvious to any normal person.
That's true. Any normal person. And it's also just like, if you are a fan of someone, like, if this kid is a fan of Symphony, why would he ever think, like, oh, you know what I'm going to do, because I'm such a big fan, is harass his girlfriend?
I had a lot of that when I was with Matt too. There were a lot of, I would get a lot of messages that were like, "You're flirting with blank. You're cheating on Miss."
I mean, I still get messages like that, but not to that
every
extent.
time you interact with a guy, it's like they get so angry in the defense of their streamer. I've had a lot of that go away since I've been single, but for me, so the first time, it's been a long time. I think I can just talk about these now. I don't even know if I've told you about them, really. But the first time I went to the police was in California when I was in college still. I had a guy that was messaging me a bunch, similar to Brooke, not as graphic, and he had a couple of my family members' addresses. Still don't really know how he got them, but he had my family members' addresses, and he was saying that he was going to go kill him, and he was going to come kill me, and he was going to kill my dogs and whatever. And I ignored it for a bit, but then it got like progressively more intense. So I went to the police, and I went into the station. I got a case number. I like filed a report. I sat with a cop. I told him everything. I shared a bunch of screenshots with him. And then he was like, "Well, are you sure that this is the same person that sent all these screenshots? Because it's from a bunch of alts." And I was like, I am sure because of the rhetoric and because he's saying the same stuff, and I see him everywhere, and he pops up at the same time, and I just like know that it's the same person, but I could not verify for him that it was the same person because it didn't come from the same account. So I was like, I guess I can't say that this is the same person. And he was like, so you don't know if it's continued harassment? Like, this could, all of these screenshots, like all 12 of these screenshots could be different people. And I was like, theoretically, yes. Like, they could all be different people, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
And so he was like, here's what I'll recommend then, because we can't trace any of this stuff back, is you buy cameras. He said,
wicked.
He was like, you buy cameras and you put them up at your house. And I was like, so you're not able to trace any of this back. You're not able to find this person. Like, I just put this case on file. And he's like, it's good that you came in because you can start building up a case and you can start putting evidence down on it. So I have all these case numbers with like loads of evidence in them. I have all these screenshots with the police and whatever. But nothing has been done except for in one case, and I'll talk about all of them. In California, they have all these screenshots, and he was just like, it's good that you're building up evidence because we can't do anything until this guy gets bored or until he does something. That was the way that he said it.
Wow.
And I was like,
until this guy gets bored or until he does something,
I was like,
which means
what? I know. I was like, until he gets bored or until he does something. Like, does what? And he was like, a couple things. Either he shows up on your property and we get him for trespassing, or he sends you a threat that includes a weapon and a date. He was like, it has to be to be a formal threat, it has to include a weapon, something to harm you, and a date that he's going to show up. And he has to, and I was like, that's crazy. And he was like, do you have anything like that? And I was like, no, I don't. And I was like, I have this. This is him saying, I'm going to come kill you.
Yeah.
And he was like, that's not a threat.
He could be coming over to play Clue.
Yeah.
Dummy.
So anyway, that was the first time I went to the police. That was in California. And he was like, I just remember so vividly, we just have to wait until he gets bored or until he does something. And I went home and I was just like crying. I was like, great, like he's going to come kill me and they can't do anything about it.
I think, who was it? There was a female streamer that tweeted out that she's like, it's scary to think about, but I will probably die to the hands of my stalker because the police won't do anything before then.
Yeah.
She was like, there's nothing. It wasn't Anita, it was someone else. was Janet. Oh, it was Janet. That's who it was. Janet tweeted out this thing that was very, like, it was very overwhelming. Like, the way she worded it, she's like, I think about all the time how I will be murdered by my stalker, and no one will do anything about it until I'm murdered.
Yeah.
It's like, damn. That's crazy. And people say just hire security, like,
but
oh,
then
okay.
his thing,
Hello?
yeah, as if that's not, what is it, 40 an hour?
Well, it's...
Something?
It's,
if you have 24/7 security, like, that's a salary and a half.
yeah,
I mean,
it's
that's
half of your freaking life. It just sucks. Like, let me just, you know, all this stuff I work for, let me just lose to this stalker again because I have to pay for security. Like, and most streamers do have layers of security, but still, it's like, it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah. So that was the first, someone said first world problems. That is crazy. That was the first one that was in California. It kind of just dissipated after a few months. And then the second one, I went to Texas, or I was in Texas. It was like shortly after I moved to Texas, and I got a bunch of very similar stuff, not threatening my family though, just threatening me. And they had my address at the time, and they were like, I'm going to come kill you and this and this and this and this person. Right, like the people that I was living with. And I was like, all right, like, time to go to the police again. So this time, I didn't go into the station initially. I called them. And I was explaining it to this officer, this female officer. I was, like, telling her everything. I was reading her the screenshots that I have. I was like, this is threat number 1, this is threat number 2, this is threat number whatever. And she was like, is this all online? And I was like, yes. And she was like, is it, you know, what platform is it through? And I was like, he's sent me emails, he's gone through Twitter, and he's gone through Instagram, and he's gone through Twitch. And she goes, this was, despite what you just heard about the California case, this was my worst experience with a police officer. She goes, but you don't know who this person is. And I was like, no. And she was like, okay, well, we're not really able to pick up a case because you're getting comments on Instagram, like telling you
LOL, sorry, people can't be nice on the internet.
No, she was like, we can't really set up a case because someone is calling you ugly on Instagram. Or because someone is commenting mean things on your Instagram. I think
That's what she said?
Yeah, she was like, we don't make cases because people are being mean to you on Instagram. She didn't understand what my job was. She thought I was like a normal person, like not an influencer that was calling, and like someone that I didn't like, or like some bitch was on my Instagram and they're like, you stupid bitch, like I hate you, whatever. And I was like, I was really frustrated, and I was like, ma'am, that is not what I'm talking about. Like, these are death threats. Like, this is not someone being mean to me on Instagram. I'm not being a Karen here. Like, my life is being threatened. They have my address. And she was like, you can get a case number if you want. You can send us this evidence, but we're not going to pursue it until it's harassment. And I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I didn't even, and I was like, forget it. I don't need the case number. Just forget it. And I hung up the phone, and then I let it go, which, like, how do you let that go? Because it continued. I just
of course
didn't pursue it because they told me I couldn't.
Yeah.
Another guy popped up months later that I think was different. I think because the rhetoric was different. I think it was a different person. And I went to the police department, and I said, this person is threatening to harass me and kill me. And, or
more
not
like,
me.
This person is threatening to beep me and beep me and beep me.
Right.
Right, Danny?
But this one especially was, like, very, like, sexually obsessed and also hated me. So it was especially scary. And I told them everything. I did the same thing, same process. I went into the police station this time. I brought them printed out screenshots of everything that he had sent me. And the cop goes, oh my God, I can't believe how many terrible experiences I've had with cops.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because this is also a really bad one. The cop goes, have you asked him to stop?
Oh, should have thought of that. I bet if I just ask, he'll stop.
He was like, have you asked him to stop? And I was like, I've never made contact back with this person. And he said, in Texas, it is not considered harassment unless you ask them to stop and they continue communications.
Insane.
And I was like, so you're saying that all of him threatening to come here and vividly describing how he was going to Texas and murder me is not
You
harassment.
need to reply to him.
Literally. And he was like,
LOL.
you just have to tell him no.
LOL, please stop.
He was like, just reply and say, don't do that. Smile. And then if he keeps going, then it's harassment. And I was like, okay, so what do you recommend here? Like, what do you want me to do? And he's like, ask him to stop and then see what happens. And I was like, great, okay. So I got 7 different emails that he had used to contact me. And I wrote up a very formal email, which also pained me, by the way, to have to contact this individual individually from my email with my text, with my writing, where he gets that connection was
that sucks.
really traumatic, like really not chill.
That's not fun.
And I wrote up this email and I was like, no further contact is welcome. Any further communications will be pursued by the blank police department and will be considered harassment.
And did he stop?
No. Of course not.
What?
Of course not.
That's crazy.
But I had to send that email.
He didn't stop?
I had to send that email for the police to pursue it. Then I moved to a different county in Texas. And when I moved to a different county, I had another case. I went to the police. This police department is currently still my police department. They're fantastic. And believe it or not, they're great. Like one of the officers is really young. He's like 25 and he's a Twitch frog. Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh my God, it's so sick. He has taught the whole department about swatting.
If a Twitch frog could become a policeman, that would be so ideal. One Twitch frog per police group, that'd be so great.
And I didn't know, because the first time I went in, I brought everything. I'm like in tears too at the police department.
Of course.
And luckily it was a really nice guy. He didn't know anything about it. He didn't know what I was talking about, but he was like, we will sort this out. Like, you come back and whatever.
Calm down, little girl.
When I came back, he was like, yeah, my partner, he's 25, like, he knows way more about this stuff than I do. He told me all about you.
He's actually a big fan. He uses Prime on you.
Yeah, he was like, he told me all about you, like, you're a star. And I was like, okay, great.
You're a star.
Somebody has explained it to him, like, he knows. And he understood what swatting was. This is the police department that I contact every time I have an event, too. Yeah. I'm just like, just so you know, if there's any calls that you get, please call me. Like, they have my number so that we don't get swatted. Like, they get it, you know? But I told him about the most recent case that I had, have a case on file for that, have all the evidence stacked up, whatever, and the police officer found him and called him. And that is the only case that I've had in my career as a streamer where I have a no contact order. And something has been done. Like, he called him while I was there. He was, like, on the phone. And
wow.
He was like, any further contact, blah, 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 blah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Rare cop. Yeah, I think a lot of people don't realize how genuinely hard it is to, like, get stuff done about this. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
I talked about this on my stream. I want to hear your take. But I think I've had significantly less issues with stalkers. Mm-hmm. And why do you think so many go after you? Because I have my theories. My theories.
I mean,
are number one.
Quantitatively, like, there are some more people.
What? You're saying you're more famous than me?
Like, a little.
That's messed up, Shot.
I think we've talked about this before. I have the same relevancy, but I have more viewers. Whoa. So, like, there's more people.
Whoa, I wasn't going to go there.
Okay.
I think it's because you look so young.
Ew.
I think it's like a weird daddy complex.
Ew.
You don't think that's at all?
I think that's, yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
You are so tiny, and people get this weird, like, daddy complex.
I don't know if it's going to sound like an ego thing, but I think it's also a similar reason to why this is gonna come out sounding really ego-y and gross.
Oh boy. Well, this has been the ego episode. I didn't mean for it to be.
It really has been.
Holy shit. What was the first thing we complained about? We were talking about our assistants, and now we're talking about how we're stalkers who's so famous, and we talked about how we're not like the other girls. We talked about... Okay. I still feel bad about my comment. That was so out of...
Shut up.
Oh, I feel so bad.
I think that it's similar to why so many men have fallen in love with me in my past.
You're so...
Okay, I know, cool. But I'm telling you, I'm being serious.
Yeah.
I think that I'm not exceptionally attractive. I think I'm, like, attainable attractive.
You're so dumb.
And I think I'm, like, girl next door attractive. You know, where guys are like, oh, she's really pretty, but, like, not, like, out of my league. You know what I mean? I feel like there's something attainable about it, and I'm, like, kind of nice.
The craziest thing about all of this is the person in chat that said Cutie's jealous. You think I'm jealous of her having stalkers? Yeah, I'm so jelly. Psychopath, what the fuck?
I mean that though. I think if I was like, insanely hot. Oh, well, I mean, you'd still get a lot. I feel like there's something about me being like kind of girl next door attractive, like pretty normal and like attainable and average.
Okay.
Makes it easier for people to feel like they're like connecting with me. You know, they're just like, oh, like I could date her. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
I
Am
guess.
making sense right now?
But I think my theory of the daddy issues is more than that. Because you are attractive. You are fundamentally attractive. And I think genuinely, okay, so people that are stalkers, there is something wrong with their brains.
I'm
I think
also
it's like
extremely frail. Yeah, I'm a really
yeah.
easy
I
target.
think it's the same thing as like number one, she looks like an easy target. Number two, these are probably the same people that end up like looking at children's.
Texas.
Like these are messed up people.
Mhm.
Like they have weird complexes. Like,
Yep.
and everyone's saying, "Huh." Guys,
No, she has
stalkers
a
are
serious-
not normal people.
She has a serious point here. I look, without like the dress and the makeup and like me doing my hair and whatever, like I could
She
easily,
looks like a baby.
I could easily, I genuinely think if I was wearing the right clothes, I could walk through a middle school and no one would even look at me. I really do think.
Yeah, I agree. It is a disgusting thought, but it's like, yeah, people are messed up in the brain. It's an illness for sure.
Mhm.
It's like
Anyway,
It's
I'm getting
terrifying.
guns, which is crazy.
she is getting guns.
Because-
She's gonna be a gun owner.
Chat, I go to the gun range now. I've been testing a bunch of guns and like learning how to shoot guns. I'm kind of getting serious.
She's
because
ready.
I'm going to buy guns, multiple guns, which is so weird for me to say because I grew up in California. I've never been interested in guns in my life.
Yeah.
I had never shot a gun until I moved to Texas and all this happened. The most I'd shot was like air and precision rifles at summer camp. I've never shot a gun. But then I moved to Texas and I was like, I need a gun.
Yeah.
And I have this whole
I think as a
system,
woman living alone, you definitely need a gun.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have one if I wasn't a creator. I don't like guns. I really don't. They
I
make
don't
me
like
really
guns.
uncomfortable. I'm scared of them. But I'm getting more comfortable with them. And I just got alarms for my doors too. I told her about all this. I have like I'm gonna have a gun.
Probably don't. I would not give them too much insight to where you're
I'm not gonna
putting
tell them where it is.
stuff. Okay.
But I'm gonna have a gun in like multiple rooms in my
Okay.
apartment. Like I might carry. I don't know yet. But I have.
I'm gonna keep a gun in my butt crack.
Okay.
So I always have it.
I was not gonna say that.
So I was gonna say.
But I have like a whole plan in my apartment. My apartment's never even been leaked. But I have a whole plan in my apartment for just like being ready with a gun if somebody comes into my apartment, which sucks.
It is a weird thing to have in place.
Yeah.
Like without saying too much, we have a whole plan in this house when stuff happens.
Yeah.
Like everywhere the animals go, like where we go, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Same.
And
We have a plan all this
you
too.
have to. You have to have a plan, and it's, yeah. I'm not saying more than that, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I have like my apartment is it hasn't even been leaked and it is decked out, like security wise. I don't know.
As somebody that is like against guns, or I think in the past against guns, but now has to have guns. This is like a heavy topic for like a
Texas.
wine podcast. Like we're drunk and we're talking about this.
I'm not drunk. Are you drunk?
Oh.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I didn't eat like anything today
How much did you?
until that pizza.
I ate 4 pieces of pizza.
Well, I think I'm like very dehydrated because I was just
You
up there
literally have a
sweating.
huge thing of water right there.
I didn't drink any of it.
Okay, well drink it, dumb bitch.
Why are you
What?
being mean to me?
Oh
I'm
my
doing
God.
my best, and I'm still traumatized from what I said earlier.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna think about it for 5 days.
That is true. And she's gonna call me about it for the next 5
so
days.
stupid. I can't believe I said it like that. Anyway, we're not talking about gun safety. We're not doing it. Never mind.
See, she said that we should talk about this because she was like all the shootings, and I was like, I don't have educated enough opinions for this.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like delusional if you don't mention like
I will say I did see a tweet from Mr. B, and
Mr. Beast.
President Biden.
Oh, President Biden can suck my.
Texas. Oh my God!
I'll
Okay,
say it.
I thought we were like barely touching this.
No, God, that guy is so.
Cutie,
Jesus
stop,
Christ.
stop.
Can he just
Okay,
do
stop.
something? I would love for him to do something.
Oh my God.
As Keikona as it sounds, at least Trump lowered taxes. What has Biden done? Biden hasn't done anything for the environment.
Okay,
hasn't
you
done
don't
anything for gun safety.
Stop. You don't.
He hasn't done
Texas.
What has he done?
You're gonna regret saying that.
I really don't regret saying it.
You just made it sound like you like Trump.
I don't like Trump, but Biden hasn't done.
Texas.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's infuriating.
I don't think this is the Wine About podcast. I don't think this is something that we need to talk about.
We don't need to talk
Should
about
we just
it.
talk about our ex-boyfriends again or something? You want to talk about vaginas?
For the record, I voted for Biden. I would like to make that very clear.
Me
And I
too.
would vote for him again. I like to keep that very clear.
Okay. Women are confusing.
Yeah, we are. I just wish he would do a little more.
Anyway, I saw a tweet from Biden, and he was like, in Texas, you can buy an assault weapon at, what was the tweet? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? You can buy a semi-automatic assault weapon at 18 years old, but you can't buy a handgun until you're 21? Is that what the tweet was? That was a tweet. At 18, you can buy a semi-automatic assault weapon, but you cannot buy a handgun until you're 21.
Oh, maybe you should do something about it. Biden.
And then he was like, if we can't ban semi-automatic assault rifles, then we should up the age of buying one. And everyone was like, this is the most defeatist tweet I've ever seen. You're literally the freaking president.
Like, if only there was someone who could do something. Oh my god.
And I know it's kind of ignorant. I know that it's bigger than
I
that.
know it goes through a lot of stuff, but
I know
it's still
bigger than
like
that.
it's
but
just
it
so
was kind of a funny
infuriating.
tweet. Everyone was like, it's time to lead, sir. Everyone was like, excuse me, you are the president. like what is this tweet?
A lot of his tweets have just been so out of touch. Like, just being like, hey, thoughts and prayers aren't enough anymore. And it's like, okay. I'm waiting. More thoughts and prayers. Got it.
Also, never mind. We don't need it. I think that's
Sorry,
good.
I'm sorry for divulging my politics thing. At the
Yeah,
end
that
of
was
the day,
a lot. I was
I
surprised
know.
that you said all that.
No, I'm very open about politics on my stream.
Oh, I'm not.
I really am. No, I'm fine. I was one of the people that I remember. So, you're gonna hate this. Taylor Swift.
You're joking.
Taylor Swift has an amazing documentary. I actually saw it at the Sundance Film Festival. I was there for work and I got to see it, and it was really, really cool. I saw it early.
Okay.
She has an amazing documentary called Miss Americana, and genuinely, if you don't like Taylor Swift, please, I'm gonna force you to watch it. Please, it's the one thing I ever want. Please, 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 please. I've never asked you like this before. Please. I'm so serious. Please.
I'm gonna
begging
throw
you.
up.
Stop, please.
How long is
Will you
it?
please? Okay, it's kind of long. It's like 2 hours, but please, I'm really pleased.
Okay.
Oh my god, she's gonna do it. Oh, great.
I'm literally only saying that because it's your birthday tomorrow.
And
you're gonna
I'm
have
really, I'm
anxiety
genuinely
when you wake
begging.
up, and I don't.
I'm genuinely begging, and I haven't begged you for anything like ever that I can think of. I probably have, but this is
You
really
probably have, but I
is-
can't think of an example.
This
right
is
now
really
either.
important to me.
Great.
So, Taylor Swift, what her family and country music told her for years, they were like, "Don't talk about politics. It's too polarizing. You're just a dumb freaking, you're just a guitar playing country singer. You shouldn't be talking about politics." Because what happened is when the Dixie Chicks talked about politics, they got canceled. They got dragged in the dirt.
I saw my reflection in a...
That's not the Dixie Chicks.
It literally is.
No, it's not. That's Landslide,
Yes,
which is by.
Dixie Chicks do a cover of the Landslide. It is
Okay, but
very
it's not
popular.
their song.
But it is very popular.
It's Fleetwood Mac.
Yes, I realize that. But
Yeah,
they
but that's
covered
like me singing freaking "I Got a Girl Crush"
never
and saying it's Harry Styles. It's not Harry Styles'
too
song.
young, but then they told her, waiting for the dove of trouble and soldier.
You've also singing that song. So what if I was like, "Oh, Landslide," and it's by Maya?
Are we drunk?
I
None
am.
of this has made any sense.
I am, and I'm mad, and I still regret what I said. Anyway, so she's talking about how for so long people just told her to shut up, and then she saw
Shut up, bitch.
this woman getting elected.
Sorry, Danny. That's so unnecessary that you have to bleep that out. That is so
Yeah,
annoying.
she sucks.
I'm really sorry.
Anyway, Taylor Swift saw this woman getting elected in Tennessee, where she's from, and well, not where she's from. She actually moved there. Long story. I'm not going into her life. Anyway.
Thank you.
She lived in Tennessee for a while, and this woman was getting elected that was against trans rights. She was against like gay rights. She was like she was an awful human, and she was going to get elected. And Taylor sat there thinking, I have this massive platform. I need to say something. Like, this isn't okay. Like, people need to stop wondering, like, who does Taylor freaking support? And I remember for so long people wondered about that. And I understand the confusion of like, oh, let's keep pop stars out of politics. But at the same time, these people do have an opinion. And I don't know. Anyway, long story short, she has an argument with her dad about how she needs to say something. She says something. The person ends up winning anyway. But the percentage was like dramatic of what changed, and it was worth her saying something, because it was just like people were uneducated about it, because people do not listen to the news, but maybe they'll freaking listen to information from Taylor Swift, which sounds really lame and cringe, but it's true, because a lot of news media isn't entertaining to a lot of people, so they just don't watch it. Anyway, long story short, during the last election, Ludwig was kind of in that same boat where he wasn't really talking about his political opinion, and he's like, I don't want to mess this, like, I don't want anyone to feel unwelcome, and I don't want anything, like, I don't want people to be misconstrued on how I feel. And, yeah, I don't want to be polarizing. I don't want to do this. And then I said to him, I was like, well, at the end of the day, you still need to tell people what side you're on.
You don't need to.
Well, I think it's responsible, or at least encourage people to vote. You don't have to tell them who.
Encourage people to vote for sure.
You don't need to tell them who to vote for. You should never tell them who to vote for. But I do think it's responsible to at least. I don't want anyone to ever think that I stand for pro-life, or pro-life. Yeah. Yep. Imagine if people thought I stood for that. So I'm definitely going to point out what I stand for. I think that's it's a two-sided coin. Like, yes, you're just a dumb influencer, you shouldn't say stuff, but I think it's so important to talk about that stuff. Is that crazy? No. You can tell me if it's crazy.
I do not think that that's crazy. I don't think it's a requirement.
No, it's not a requirement.
If it's something that you care about and you think that the opposing side is damaging and you want to encourage people because you think the other side is bad, absolutely.
I thought Trump was damaging.
It's your platform. Yeah, do whatever you want.
Yeah, and so I talk about it very openly. I think, I think there's lots of issues there.
Pro baby. Yeah. Cutie and I are both super pro-choice. I mean, I'm from California. I always say I don't talk about politics very much on my stream, but whenever people ask about it, I usually just say, like, I'm from California and I'm female and I'm not stupid and half of my family is gay, so, like, you can probably guess how I feel about that.
Yeah.
That's about all I say.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good way to say it.
Yeah.
My problem is I can't say that. I say, oh, I was raised Mormon and, like, you know what I'm saying? All my family, we've got guns, and we grew up on the farm, and, like, people...
I will say, that being said, I quit. I was about to be secretary for the Cal Poly Democrats, for the club. I was, like, very involved in Cal Poly Democrats, and they were too left for me, and I quit.
Wow.
Because
I think, there's a happy middle. I think, as much as we're trying to end this conversation about politics because it's not important, I think... On the bright side, at least in my opinion, is like, at least, I said what I said about Biden, but at least he hasn't been damaging in the same way that I think Trump was with, like, sexism and racism. And
Trump said some crazy shit for being our president.
I literally have a shirt that I got from a gay pride festival that I fell asleep in last night that says, "Can't grab this," and it has a picture of a kitten.
Oh my God.
That I wore to a grocery store one time, and this lady with a "Make America Great Again" hat came up to me, and she said, "I can't believe you're wearing that shirt in public."
And you go, "I can't believe you're wearing that hat."
And I said, I literally said that. I said, "I can't believe you're wearing that hat in public." And she was like, "This is my president." And I was like, "Your president wants to grab my..."
Texas.
And I walked away, and it was dope.
Oh my God, that is
I did
America
that thing
is a crazy place.
where I walked away just like breathing, and I got home and I like told my boyfriend about it. I was like, he was like, "You did not say that." I was like, I said it, and I meant it. I want to go back there. I want to say more to her.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
I am not afraid to confront people in public. In fact, it fuels me.
You want to hear this? Well,
always.
I think I've told it on stream before, so I don't know how damaging it is. But the story of why I quit Cal Poly Democrats.
No, you haven't told me this.
I think I've talked about it on stream before. It's not. There's a lot of things that accumulated where I was like, this is just too much for me. But the one big one that did it for me was there was an ag frat.
What's an ag frat?
Agricultural students
That's
fraternity.
So funny. So it's just a farmer fraternity?
I mean, it was a fraternity for ag majors.
And they're like, "Hey, I'd love to plow you." Is that their line?
Oh my God, no.
Why?
I only ever hooked up with one guy from the ag frat, and he did tell me that he cut his cocaine with pre-workout. to save money.
What the heck? I've never dated a cocaine guy, but can I tell you something? 2 of my exes, after they broke up with me, told me they did coke, like, immediately to, like, help get over me. And I was like, what?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Not ideal. I've never done coke.
One of my exes that I broke up with, okay, this is awful of me. I've never told this story.
Oh, God.
Ooh, I'm nervous. I've never told the story.
Wait,
I'm fine.
look me in the eye? Are you sure?
Yeah, because it's like
You immediately evaded eye contact?
It's like an XXX.
Okay.
Yes. So I had an ex-boyfriend. I was supposed to go. He worked for an MLM, which is crazy. He worked for an MLM, and
What is that?
a multi-level marketing scheme.
Okay.
It's a Ponzi scheme. It's like you literally
Like a
have to be
pyramid scheme?
stupid. Yeah, you have to be stupid to work for an MLM, and he was so dumb. I would love
Pyramid
to
scheme. Okay.
point that out. He cheated on me multiple times, so I was dumb for staying with him.
Dumb.
This is the same one that
I've dated 2 dumb guys.
yeah, this guy was so dumb. He's the one he's a furry now.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's a furry now. I'm not saying furries are dumb. I will pander to the furry audience. You guys gift a lot of subs. Furries aren't dumb, but he is a furry now, and he wears a pirate hat in public. I don't know what happened. I think he did too many drugs.
How'd you date this guy? What do you mean?
He was so normal when I dated him. He was like a hipster when I dated him.
But then you broke up with him and you broke his heart and he did coke and then he went crazy
And
and started wearing a pirate hat in
Yes,
public?
and then made
That is insane!
He made multiple Instagrams. He has a poetry Instagram. He has a radio DJ Instagram. He went cuckoo cabana. I broke him.
Oh my god.
But it's fine because he cheated on me so many times.
Oh!
He cheated on me so many times.
Bring him on the podcast. I would love to talk to him.
Oh, I do not want to call him.
That would be
I
crazy.
could not talk to him.
I'll call him off my phone. I'm kidding. I'm gonna do that.
No.
That would be
Let's
disrespectful.
do it.
No.
We would never. We might do it.
We would do that, but we're not
We
gonna
would probably do that.
No.
That'd be funny though.
Move on.
Anyway, we were supposed to go to Cancun because through his MLM, he got enough people to sign up that the company pays for a Cancun trip. Yeah.
Wow.
And it's the day, and I hate flying, right? And it's like one of the first times I'd ever flown with him. And we're supposed to leave at 7 a.m. that morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I wake up at it's like the night before. And I couldn't bring myself to pack. I was like, I really don't want to go. Like, I don't want to go to this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of a cold bitch for this, but also he cheated on me multiple times. I don't care. I'm justifying it.
Did you know
was an
that
awful
he had
boyfriend.
cheated on you and you stayed with him?
Yes, because I have no spine.
Crazy.
I know. I'm one of those girls that always says, oh, if someone cheats on me, I'll totally break up with him. But then I'm like,
Dude,
wait, I'm so lonely.
If someone cheated on me, I would
I have no respect for myself.
turn into a different person.
Yeah, no.
Well, actually, that did happen. It only happened once, right, in high school. But I flipped a switch like Texas. I was just like, yeah, you want to tell me what happened? Like, go ahead. Like, tell me what happened. And then he lied to me, and I was like, is that what happened? Cool. Like, I was, like, so cold. I was so over it. I was gone. There was no chance.
This was a very toxic relationship.
That is tough.
And so I'm not packing. I call him at midnight, and he's, like, asleep. And I was like, I'm not getting on the plane tomorrow. And he was like, whoa, we're supposed to go to Cancun. And I was like, I don't care. I don't care about Cancun.
Oh, my God.
I was like, I'm not going. Like, this is also like, so for example, he had like randomly moved. He had like moved to Colorado or something like that. Like he had randomly upped and moved to a different state because of his MLM, and it was supposed to be temporary. And like we weren't even talking. Like we weren't talking at all, and all of a sudden I'm supposed to go to Cancun with this guy.
Oof.
And
But he was your boyfriend.
He was my boyfriend, but we literally hadn't talked like
Love
for like
having a boyfriend that you don't talk to.
a month. Yeah, it was like so weird. And so I was like, I'm not getting on the plane tomorrow. And he's like, why? And I was like, we're done. This has been done. This is crazy. Like, I don't even like you. Like, you've cheated on me so many times. This has never been a relationship. It really was never a relationship. It was that one relationship I talk about where I was like peer pressured into, and I feel bad about it, but I have no value. And so,
For sure.
So I break up with him, and then he goes to Cancun without me, does a bunch of coke, calls me from Cancun. He's like, I'm doing coke because you broke my heart. And I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, you ever had a guy threaten suicide because you broke his heart?
Oh, this was that guy. He would do it all the time.
I've had 3 of them.
Yeah. I've only had 2. But yeah, that was that guy. Every single time he'd cheat on me, and then I'd be like, we need to break up. He'd be like, I'm off myself. And
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
like, okay, well, what am I supposed like?
Well, I guess I can't break up with you then.
All right,
Smile.
All right,
Let's make it work.
great,
Smile.
smiley face.
I don't want you to die.
Yeah.
I care about you, so we should stay together. Smile.
Anyway, avoid people like that. Chat.
Yeah, for sure.
Honestly, if anyone has ever done that to you, that's when you break up with them. I'm
yeah,
not kidding.
because
And you say, I can't help with that. I can't help with that anyway.
Let me
'Cause
tell
I can't.
you-
I'm not equipped for that.
we can both tell you they're not gonna do. Okay, this is kind of scary,
Uh-oh.
but like they're not gonna do it. Look, we've both been suicidal. You're not gonna tell people if you're gonna do that. You're gonna go off the grid. You're gonna do whatever. Like the one time I was serious about committing suicide, I didn't tell a soul.
You know what's interesting? My therapist actually said this. My therapist said the people that tell people about it, like use it, people that say it to people as a ultimatum.
Yeah.
I'll say.
Yeah.
People that use it as an ultimatum statistically aren't the ones that actually do that.
I had two of those. Two of those where they're like, I'm going to kill myself. And I was like, no, you're not. No, you know what? Both of them, actually, I called their moms. Both of them.
That's exactly what you should do.
That's what you should do.
Yeah.
Both of them, I called their mothers and I was like, your son is threatening suicide. I cannot do anything about it, but I need somebody to go take care of him and I cannot be that person. Like, please go find him, whatever. And then blocked him, never talked to him again.
Anybody who weaponizes it.
Yeah.
That's the word. If you weaponize it.
And they're still alive. Crazy. They didn't do it.
You should never weaponize that. It's a very serious thing to say.
Yeah, that is crazy.
You shouldn't do that. And if anyone is doing that in your life to you, you should 100% call someone in their family and you need to get the heck out of there.
If you...
That's
Oh,
not-
your mic died. You have more batteries?
I
Is this
think
bad?
your mic died.
Really? Really?
No, it's cuties. Oh, it must be this one down here. Yeah, I have more batteries there. I think.
Oh, nice.
Keep talking. Stall for us. Oh, God.
Um,
I'm wearing shorts.
We're both
As
wearing
always,
shorts.
I like to make that very clear because people are cringe. Oh, will you tell them I'm wearing shorts?
Cutie's wearing shorts.
When I
We're
stood
both
up, it
wearing...
maybe didn't look like
We're
it,
both
but I'm
wearing shorts. Anyway, yeah, that is a thing that has happened twice.
pulling my
The
shorts
double
down.
time, the two time. But yeah, I think my move, if I become friends with somebody that I think is really, really fragile, one of the first things that I do is very, very, like, quietly get contacts of their family members. Same thing with 5. I'll, like, get their mom's number, their aunt's number, their grandma's number or something. So if it gets to the point where they're like, I'm going to do it, I just call their family. And then I'm like, that's, and truly, like, I mean that as a tip. If you have somebody that's incredibly unstable, find a way before it gets to a really bad spot to get a family member's phone number. Because when you get to the night where they're like, I'm going to do, like, I can't believe you're doing this to me, like, I'm going to do whatever, you just, like, you're not helpless at that point. You just, you have to call their family. And the beautiful thing about that is there's so much guilt in it, right? Is like calling their family or telling someone about it when you have this connection where you're like, I know they're only telling me, like, I'm trying to be their only friend. I know I'm their only friend, et cetera, et cetera. If this person is suicidal, they need more help than you can provide because you're not a psychologist, right? You cannot save them. And if they're not suicidal, they're sick enough to be threatening it and to use it to get attention because they are that starved of it. Like they're that desperate for the attention, so they need the help anyway. You cannot give them enough. You need a support system.
Also, people in chat saying call 911, that's actually not the answer.
I've done that too. I've called 911 twice.
I mean, I've called 911, but it's not as helpful as calling family. Genuinely.
It's both. Yeah. I mean, my worst... I've talked about this is a repeat story. This might be, I mean, we've told a couple repeat stories, but my big one is a guy that had feelings for me that I did not have feelings for, had been threatening suicide for a long time, and he sent me front-facing videos on Snapchat of him popping pills and drinking at the same time, and he was like, this is it, like, goodbye.
Oh, I mean, that's a good time to call the police.
Yeah, so he was like popping pills and drinking whatever, and I knew where he lived, I knew the city that he lived in, and he finally sent me
Did
the
you pour
apartment.
yourself more of this?
Yeah.
Okay.
He finally sent me the apartment complex that he lived in, but not the number. So I called 911, but it was like 2 a.m. at that point, and I was getting all these videos of him, like, literally just falling over, like, just absolutely fucked up. And so I called 911, And I was like, I know that this is his apartment complex, but I don't know which apartment he's in. The cops showed up at his apartment and they called me and they were like, we don't know what number he's in. The apartment office is closed.
Oh.
We can't knock down all these doors tonight. We have to wait until the complex opens so we can get his room number. So you're going to have to, and at this point he had stopped responding because he had either passed out or died. So they were like, you're going to have to wait until morning, until the office opens. We will go first thing in the morning and we will bust down his door. But you're going to have to wait either until we get his apartment number so we can bust down his door and see what's up, or until he responds to you. And I did not sleep that night, and I had to wait until 8 a.m. at the time, you know, in his state, because I was in a different state, until they busted down his door, and he had just passed out. He's fine, though. But, yeah. Crazy stuff.
Yeah. Why did this topic start exactly?
I don't remember.
Because I started. It was.
You were talking about. You didn't want to say something about your ex.
No, that
XXX.
I did say it. It was the Coke thing.
Oh,
You didn't want me to say it.
the pirate guy.
The pirate guy. He did a bunch of Coke.
Oh my God, that's way back.
Oh.
Whoa.
Back to the branch.
It's
The
really-
agriculture fraternity guy
It's really not that interesting.
who
Okay.
cut his Coke with
Pre-workout.
pre-workout, which is
He was
why
hot, though.
I went
I
to
will
the
say.
Coke thing.
Anyway.
Oh boy.
But he was so dumb. God, I hope he doesn't watch shit like that. He knows that I do this because he has messaged me on Instagram since. But
That's weird.
yeah, I had to help him with all of his homework. Actually, you know what? I did a lot of his homework. Now that I
That's
think
nice
about
of
it.
you.
Yeah. Anyway, there were lots of reasons that I quit Democrats. It was two left for me in a lot of ways, but the final straw for me was the ag frat had they did a lot of terrible things. They were
Like what?
super right for being in Central California, and I don't mean super right. That's not even fair. They were incredibly racist. Like
What?
They had a Halloween party and they hung up Confederate flags and nooses one year as decorations.
Why?
Yeah. Like,
I don't understand. Were they trying to do it ironically?
I don't know. But it was like really bad. And then that was years
even
ago.
ironically that doesn't work. I would like to make that very clear.
That was years before I was involved in Democrats. And then when I quit, it was they had this event where they had it was like a team event and they had relays. And they had colored teams. They had like a red team and a blue team and a green team and a black team.
Uh-huh.
And one of the guys on the black team did blackface. And the rest of them dressed up in like chains and like sagged.
Oh my god.
And he had a bunch of chains on and like a basketball jersey on. And they took a picture and they posted it on Instagram.
Oh my god.
And they got canceled,
Good.
obviously, on campus. They got canceled on campus. The fraternity got like disaffiliated from the campus, whatever. Like they got completely separated. They got no more funding. And the best part was the guy released a statement and he goes, I wake up every day and wish that I was on the blue team. Because they're saying it wasn't blackface. He was like, it wasn't blackface. It was just team spirit. He was like, I wake up every day and wish that
that's
I was...
insane.
He's like, I wish I was on the blue team because I would have painted my face blue and none of this misunderstanding would have happened. When they're like decked out in like chains and jerseys and they're sagging and they're like doing like throwing up gang signs that they don't even know about. You know, it was like, it was bad. It was really, really bad, right? And I went into the Democrats meeting that week when all that stuff got released, or when all that stuff was released in the news, and maybe I might be just like totally off base about this, but the meeting started with the picture, and they had this. It was a presentation, right? So we're all sitting in this classroom. We're talking about what happened, and there's this picture that the one that got posted on Instagram, and there's this fat red arrow pointing to the guy that had painted his face black. All the other ones are also dressed in chains. They're throwing up gang signs, whatever. But the guy that was doing blackface, they had an arrow pointed to his face, and in that red arrow, it had his full legal name. And they were like, essentially, they were like, go get this guy. They were like, this guy should not exist on our campus. He needs to be expelled. Like, blah, blah, blah. And in my head, I was like, look, like, yeah, this guy really texted. It wasn't a sympathy thing. Let me be very clear. What they did was whack and like incredibly racist and super not okay. But the entire meeting was targeted at, like, canceling this guy. Go get this guy. This guy's a racist. And I was like, there is a much, much larger problem here that I wish we were addressing. Like,
Yeah.
there's an entire fraternity that did this event, and they were completely fine with this blackface. They did the entire event with a black team that was doing blackface at the event. Like, there's a bigger problem here than this one guy that painted his face black on the team. We don't need to do this cancel culture shit. We need to have a bigger discussion about what we can do on campus to change this culture, because it is so much larger than this one racist.
Texas.
But the whole meeting was like,
Texas.
this guy, like, cancel this guy, blackface, and just his full legal name on stream. It had like what major he was.
Oh my
like,
God.
They were like, they had this plan to get him expelled from campus, and I was like, this is just not productive. I was just so, I was so frustrated by the whole thing. I was like, I did not go to another meeting after that. I was like, this is not the way that I want to approach any of these issues on campus.
I don't blame you. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was weird.
Man,
it was
if
just
only he was
really
on the
weird way
blue
to-
team.
I cannot. He literally
That's the
released a
craziest
statement.
excuse.
If only I was on the, like, I wake
If
up every
only I
day
was on the blue
wishing
team.
I was on the blue team. It was so, oh my God.
Bro, what?
It was so funny.
What a crazy situation.
Two left for me? No, okay. That's not what there were lots of other things. There were lots of other reasons why.
Yeah, that's not very left.
That's not
of
what I
them.
mean by the left thing. That was just like, I didn't like the way that they approached that situation. I don't mean left there.
I think there's an issue if you're too anything.
Yeah.
Like if you're too, even if you're like too feminist. Like there are people that are too feminist.
That's true.
There's lots of people. But Jesus.
Crazy stuff.
Except for the person in chat who has said they are too sexy. Congrats.
That was, what did you say today with
Congrats.
the command? When chat was playing Beyblades?
Sexy boost.
Command sexy, super sexy
Super
boost.
sexy boost.
That was so funny.
My chat does that when we play marbles.
That's so funny.
It's fun! Exclamation point! Super sexy boost. Yeah, we have good times. We have fun.
So
We have
funny.
fun over there. Wow, what a freaking tangent!
What a tangent.
What a tangent!
What a tangent
This is
that
not
was.
a political podcast. I would like to make that very clear, and we will not be talking about politics. I just felt like with all the shootings, it would be just like
We did talk about
crazy
politics.
not to at least mention that they happen because they're just sad and whatever. But if we just talk about
politics for an hour.
if we just talk about everything in the world that is sad, it's like, damn, we'll go on for years, and so we won't do that because this is a fun podcast. This is cool. We talk about vaginas.
We do talk about vaginas.
Vaginas.
Have you ever had a
Vagina? Yeah, ma'am. Woo. We high five, audio listeners.
Have you ever had a UTI?
I've had one.
Me too. Pee after sex. That includes men.
And men and
Pee
wash
after
your
sex.
wash your dirty ass.
Texas.
I'll say it.
Yeah, do that too.
This is what happened. I had a boyfriend that went to the gym and got his dick all sweaty, and I didn't know he hadn't showered since going to the gym.
It's crazy. It's very obvious when your face is in it. I don't think people realize that because you're not dumb, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a thing for sure.
And then we have the segs, and then I have just UTIs are so painful.
Oh, UTIs suck.
They're so painful.
It is like fire when you pee. It is awful. That's crazy.
The best way I could explain a UTI to a man would be like sounding. I imagine
Whoa.
what sounding feels like.
I don't think that it's.
Ooh, it
like
hurts
that.
so bad.
I'm sure it does, but I don't think that it's like that.
I do. It's not enjoyable. Some men are Craigasming over the sounding. They're like, I love
Ew.
sounding.
Dude, I have not seen a Craigasm emote. Oh, I banned that from my chat years ago.
Oh, it's Dan's. They're Dan's.
Yeah, that's a what face. That's not a dance. That's a
Oh,
what
that's
face.
a what face.
You need glasses too.
Should have. Anyway, and then so I get a UTI or whatever, and then I was in so much pain. And then he came over to me and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to someone's house now. Like they're having a party," and I was like, "Oh, you gave me this
As
shit.
if this isn't your fault.
I'm in pain, and you're gonna go to a party." And they went because I have no spine. I was like, "Bye, have fun."
Nice.
But that was the first time I had a UTI. And then I'm dumb. You know what? I've never admitted this.
It's a great podcast.
As a Mormon, you are trained to just lie about everything that could ever cause you sin. And I'm at dinner with my entire family, including my cousin, who's like, she was cool. She was sick with it. We talk about boys, but she did not know that I'd ever had sex or anything like that, you know?
Whoa.
Yeah. No one in my family knew.
Really?
Yeah,
You didn't tell anybody?
No.
How
God,
old
no.
were you when you lost your virginity?
I think 20 or 21.
Whoa, I was
I
16.
don't really remember. Yeah, 20 or 21. I was a grown-ass adult. And so we're at family dinner. We're like at a casual.
I was 15. No, I was 16, sorry.
You okay? We're at like a fast casual place, you know, and we're like sitting there and blah blah blah. And my UTI medication fell out of my bag, and I went down to pick it up, and she picked it up first. And she's like, "What are you on antibiotics for?" And without thinking, I just said, "Oh, I have a UTI because I always hold my pee in."
Yeah, I mean,
Which you can get UTIs from that.
That's a good excuse.
But she didn't know that you can get UTIs from that. And she was like, you hold your pee in. And this is where I start questioning. I'm like, can you get UTIs from that? I'm pretty sure you can get UTIs. Like, I'm 99% sure. And I'm like, yeah, I like never pee. And
I never pee.
I'm like, I go all day without peeing, and I just like hold it in, and then by the time I pee, it hurts, and like I got a UTI. And she didn't believe me and started telling people in my family, like, oh, I think Blair's having sex because she had this UTI. Which is crazy, because I had a good excuse. It was a good lie.
That's a good lie.
But I was getting...
Texas.
I was
Texas.
Getting, she didn't know.
Get
Well, she didn't.
Texas.
She was right.
Can you remember the first
Good job.
Texas.
job that you gave?
Yeah, because I didn't know the difference between a sock
Texas.
and a heart.
Texas.
And it was soft.
Oh, whoa!
Stop. Don't make fun of me.
That's
I was
embarrassing.
Mormon.
Wait, you gave a
Texas.
to a
I
sock
tried
to a
to.
flaccid.
Texas.
It did not work.
Whoa!
It did not work.
Whoa! Whoa!
I was Mormon! Okay, I'm dyslexic and I'm Mormon, and that's my excuse for everything. That's my excuse for everything. I was
I'm
Mormon.
dyslexic and I'm Mormon, so I blew a flaccid
Texas.
cutie. What?
I didn't know. I didn't know the difference. I didn't know it's like supposed to get. I didn't know. I was just trying to be like.
Was he?
All my
he-
girlfriends were blowing
Texas.
dicks, and so I was like, I'm gonna try to blow.
Texas.
Was he like? Is it his month?
What do you mean his month?
Why was he flaccid?
I don't know, because I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't being sexy for sure. Listen, this is something about, you want to know something about QTCinderella? The word sexy is not this.
Super sexy boost.
This is how I relate to Amy Poehler on this, because I love autobiographies, which I've read so many recently, and I can't wait to tell you about my stupid books and for you to sit there and be like, okay,
Oh
cutie.
my God.
But we're going to get there. Book section soon. Woo!
She literally told me yesterday, she was like, oh, I can talk about all the new books I've read. And I was like, cutie, literally nobody
They're
cares,
interesting.
including myself.
Anyway, I was reading Amy Poehler's autobiography, and she was like, here's the deal with me, Amy Poehler. I am cute, and that is the only word you could use to describe my sex appeal.
No, you can be hot.
No.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
100%, you can be hot. I would not say that if I didn't have the trust. Trust me, if I thought you were ugly, I would literally say, like, yeah, you're not that hot.
But as soon as I open my mouth, I am no longer hot.
Okay, well, shut it.
Exactly. That is my problem. Do you see my problem? Yeah, I can go to a photo shoot. I can pose like hot girl, but as soon as I talk, it's gone. It's gone. There's no hot
Texas.
coming out of this mouth.
Oh my god, that's funny.
And so it's like the most you could give me is cute. You could say, "Oh, you're cute."
I would not say you're cute. That would make me really uncomfortable. to
That's
say.
mean.
No, but I would say that you're hot.
Not until no. Okay,
Oh my god.
don't argue with me. Anyway, where was I going with this? Oh, so I don't know. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just trying to give
Texas.
like my friends. I was trying to fit in so I could go to school and be like,
Texas.
so bad. Plus,
What the
Texas.
What do you mean? Look, okay, we also have a very different dynamic here. Imagine me saying like, yeah, you're like a cute person. Like what?
I'm not
That
a
is
cute.
not fitting at
I'm not.
all.
I'm not.
I would never say
I know
that.
I'm not a cute person, but I'm saying like personality wise, I don't have a hot personality. I'm not like Megan Fox. I don't have a sexy personality. I don't have a hot personality. I don't
On
flirt.
stream.
I don't flirt.
Okay, but you can.
Yeah, and when I flirt, it's cute. It's like, ugh.
That's
She's
not
trying.
cute. What was that noise? That was
It's
not
She's
Ew.
trying.
cute. Ew. Thank you for the 5. That's not cute. I don't understand. I think we can both be hot, but we would not do it on stream. That is weird.
Well, I'm not trying to do it on stream.
I understand.
You
saying
don't get
there is
me.
oh my god. There is a difference between cute and hot.
Okay, what is your flirting style? Because my flirting style is very like sarcastic and like,
Texas. Yeah. Yeah, when I'm flirting with someone, I'm just like
that's not hot.
yeah, I guess but it's not cute either. I'm just like
Then what is it?
yeah, dumb
Texas.
like I don't know. I just like
Texas.
I think.
Okay.
I guess I laugh a lot.
Well, I don't know how to answer this, but I have something else to admit. And since I was Mormon, you find loopholes as a Mormon. Okay?
Soaking.
No. I didn't soak. Also, 90% of soak, some people do soak, I would say, maybe 1%, but people talk about soaking like it's like this thing that all Mormons do. Not all Mormons soak. Get over yourself.
Don't kill it. It's funny. Mormon soak. Can we talk about how you blew someone
No,
flaccid?
because this is more important. We're going to get back to that. Because this is more important. This is part of the story. Okay. Anyway, I'm Amy Poehler. So,
What? Oh, right.
so
You're cute.
as loopholes,
crying. I'm crying.
loopholes as a Mormon, you find any. Number one, I shouldn't have even been giving
Texas.
or sucking
Texas.
as a Mormon. That's against Mormonism. But
Jesus says no.
all your friends are doing it, so you find these loopholes in your head to make it okay, and I'd make it okay by making them wear a condom.
Right.
I
'cause
wasn't.
then you're not
I wasn't
touching it.
touching.
Texas.
I was
Right.
touching the condom.
Yeah.
Or sometimes, like the very first time, I made him hold his,
Texas.
and I would just move his hand.
Oh my god.
What?
That is insane! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I know. Don't say get help. I was in a cult, everybody. I was in a cult.
She was a Mormon and she's dyslexic.
Don't give me
Texas.
I was in a cult. What do you want me to do? I was brainwashed for freaking 18 years of my life. Like, give me a second. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, is it weird? That's the weird part.
In high school, I was in a relationship, and then when I got in the next relationship, I told him I had never given a
Texas.
but in reality, I had given an over-the-pants
Texas.
Oh,
and then I told him a
wicked.
couple months into the relationship that I had actually done an over-the-pants
Texas.
and he did not talk to me for a week because he thought that because he was like, you lied to me.
That's crazy.
I was depressed for a week, straight up. He would not talk to me.
You should
I thought we were
lied
going to break
to
up.
him.
I shouldn't have ever told him.
Oh,
If I go back in time, I probably wouldn't tell him that, I'm going to be honest.
it wasn't worth it.
Can we go back to when you sucked
Okay.
someone's dick flaccid?
It also
That
had
is
a condom
crazy.
on it. That's why I told that story.
Oh my god. Ew.
I know.
How'd you even get it on?
I don't know. I don't really remember the specifics. I just remember saying to him, I said, I would like to try to give you a...
Texas.
And he was like, okay. And I was like, we got to put this... this is also something you don't know, but I was really into Halo. And so I'd always
I do know
say,
that.
when he'd put his condom on, I'd always say, suit up. Because that's what Master Chief said. And so I'd be like, well, you gotta suit up.
That is not okay.
It's funny.
It's not funny.
My boobs, like everyone names their boobs when you're in high school because you
I
think it's funny
never
and
did
quirky.
that, but I didn't have any.
I didn't either.
Still don't.
But my boobs were named Master Chief and Arbiter from Halo.
Oh my god. Oh my
I'm
god.
not like the other girls.
Ew!
I know.
I'm gonna throw up.
And so I said to him, I said, you know, suit up. And so that he puts the condom on his flaccid.
Texas.
And I had no clue what I was doing. And it stayed flaccid. And it was bad.
I mean, at least, like, you don't gag. Tell me you didn't gag.
I didn't gag. There's nothing there. It's like, sorry if you're listening, guy. He doesn't listen. There's no way. I don't even remember who it was.
Oh my god.
I genuinely don't remember if it was this one guy or this other guy. And I haven't had that many boyfriends. I never went through like a
Oh.
Salute phase. I
My
was never
God.
a badass out there.
Texas.
I'm sorry, Danny. Guys, it wasn't Ludwig. I hate when you guys do that. It's
Are
so
you insane?
not funny.
She's a grown. This was like what, high school?
I'm talking about high school, and you guys always
No,
say,
you're talking
you guys
about
are the worst.
what, college probably.
Yeah, I'm probably talking about college.
Oh my God.
I hate when people do that. It's so just not funny. You
Yeah.
guys genuinely are not funny. You're just not funny.
Okay, my first one. I don't even know if it counts. I don't remember the actual first one because here's the first one that I can remember is okay. We watched a movie. Okay, we watched it.
Okay,
I don't
what
remember.
movie was it?
I don't remember.
I remember the movie I lost my virginity to. It was Walk the Line.
I lost my virginity to How I Met Your Mother.
Ew.
I cried though.
Losing your virginity?
No, yes.
Oh.
Not because of How I Met Your Mother, but because of the penetration. I was scared.
Ouch.
Anyway, first time giving a blowjob. We watched a movie. He accidentally gave me a hickey. This is where it started. It's a long night, right? He accidentally gives me a hickey because we were sitting on a beanbag and he was like kissing my neck.
And you're like, I'm going to hell for this.
Yeah. This was my freshman year of high school. So he gave me a hickey because we don't have any cash. He goes and asks his mom.
Oh, you've told this story.
For a quarter.
Yeah.
And then we get I didn't know ice packs.
This night
we're
was
trying-
the same
it's the
night.
same
as,
night.
That's crazy.
And we try to pass off that it's not for a hickey. Later, I'll spoil. Later that night, she goes, I know what a quarter and a ice pack is for. Like, you gave her a hickey, right? Also note, the best way to get rid of a hickey, believe it or not, is to, like, pull the skin and then, like, scrape it with a quarter. Because a hickey is just, like, blood vessels that burst, and you spread them around. It gets really red for a bit, and then it goes away. I know that sounds crazy, but it really does work.
You've told chat.
Okay, cool. Well, just so you
good.
know. All right. But anyway, so then that night, we go to his room, and he wants to do it, but I'm scared, right? I was, like, not ready to give a whatever.
Yeah.
So, like, this is so, I can't believe I'm telling this whole story. Like, he's standing, I got on my knees.
You did not get on your knees.
I really did. I did. I got on my knees.
You guys were like, this is how they do it in
Texas.
Yeah, literally.
Ugh.
I
Hate that.
I put my
Texas.
sport mode, you know? I'm like,
put your sweatband on. Like, here we go.
I was like, and he pulled his pants down, and this is crazy. I literally sat there, and I looked at it.
Penises are scary.
They're really scary. It was my first time, like, being that close to a penis. I think I, kissed it once, and then I was like, I gotta go. I swear to God. I did not put my mouth around it. I swear to God. I got up, and I was like, my dad's here. And he was like, nobody's outside. And I was like, oh, he's at the end of the street. I left his house, and I walked to the end of the cul-de-sac and pretended like I was waiting for my parents to pick me up.
And then what happened? Did you ever talk about it?
I mean, we kept dating for a couple more months
eventually
until
I assume you actually gave him a blue job. Blue job.
Texas.
Yeah, and then I got him suspended for harassment.
Wee woo wee woo.
In high school. Wee woo, wee woo.
That's crazy.
The first one was fine though. I do, yeah. But yeah, it was really not a good experience.
Dude, I hope my family never listens to these podcasts.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I just think about it all the time. I hope they don't. Speaking of my family, they were in town for Mormon vacation. It's also not even Mormon vacation. I hate only think. Okay.
I have to pee so bad. Can you tell the story?
Yeah, that's fine. I like to make it very clear that even though we refer to my family as Mormons, they're so much more than that, and they're like my world and my everything, and I love them so much. I like to keep that very clear. They're very important to me. They're the most important thing to me in my entire life. But anyway, they come in town once a year for #ad. They come in town once a year to celebrate my mom's birthday. My mother tragically passed away 5, almost 6 years ago. And so to celebrate her birthday, we all get together and go to Disneyland because that was my mom's favorite place. So anyone who ever makes fun of me for being a Disney adult, I got it from my mama, and I'll never be ashamed of it. I'm sorry. You can never make me feel ashamed of it, because if I got anything from her, I got her booty and Disneyland. And we say, TY, mama. Anyway, but I have a big family because of being Mormon. I have 3 siblings, and they all have kids. So we go to Disneyland, and it's all of us. And it is 9 kids under the age of 8. It is so... It's intense. It's intense. The kids officially outnumbered the adults with Ludwig and I there. Because there's only, the 3 sets of parents and then me and Ludwig. So we had 1 extra kid. Whenever they were crazy, we would just give them XQC's stream. And they were like, this is awesome. Gamba, gamba, gamba. And I was like, teach them while they're young. #steak. But it was 5 days, and I love Disneyland, but it was 5 days back-to-back Disneyland all day. Like, they would get there at 8 a.m. and stay until 10 p.m. Ludwig and I would roll up at around 1 p.m. And stay till 10 p.m. And it was so incredibly long. That by the last day we had to do family pictures, which if you are related to any Mormons, family pictures are like their crack cocaine. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. But the last day we had to do family pictures. My sister loves them. They're very important to her, so I'm going to do them. However, I show up to family pictures in a sweater dress because I would like to tell everyone, for these family pictures, we had to wear beige and navy and blush. I was sent a color scheme to wear for these family pictures on the beach. And so I show up in a beige sweater dress that is short, and they all show up in really long, like, chiffon dresses. One of them's mint green, one of them's... Yeah, and I look like a freaking whore out there. And I think I've told stories before about my stepmother and how she's not a very nice person. She's really mean. And we try to include her in everything. I feel fine saying this. Okay. You looked at me stressed. She's mean. If she listens to this, she's really mean. Oh my gosh. She was mean to me my whole life. Like, the epitome of, like, mean stepmom, very much so. She was like, I remember one time she called me a slut for wearing leggings. Whoa! Me, who wasn't a slut. Meanwhile, my stepsister, who was, like, out there schmanging and slanging at age 15, she was like, oh, that's my perfect child. And then she calls me a slut who didn't even have my first kiss for wearing leggings.
Little does she know Cutie's turning tricks on the street.
Now I am not, actually. I've never done that. Aw.
We talked about this today. Cutie thinks I'd be a bad hooker. Anyway, continue.
We'll get there. Yeah, she was really mean. We used to have to, I remember when we'd go there, because we'd have to go there every other weekend, she would, like, say, like, you have to ask if you're going to eat snacks. Huh? And so I'd have to, like, knock on her door, which she never left her room. I'd have to knock on her door and be like, hi, can I have some Cheetos? And she'd be like, only 2 handfuls. Ew. And I'd be like, okay.
Oh my god.
Like, she's really controlling and really mean, and she's a mean lady. But we have to do our best to include her. What?
Oh, I am drunk. I literally was like, where's the kitten? It has been so long.
What was everyone doing inside?
Took the kitten out. They're playing a board game.
Oh, fun. Who's there?
Christopher Yee. I think Blau is there. Point Crow.
Blau is over?
Point Crow's assistant, Josh.
Fun. That's crazy. Blau came over.
Nick Yingling.
Cool. Anyway, all of this to give you just a little bit of backstory on this. So we try to include my stepmom as much as possible because we love my dad. And even though she is really mean, we do... Oh, Blau's streaming. It's not Blau, so you just don't know who Blau is.
That wasn't Blau. Oh my god, I ran past him. I was like, I don't know why, but I just told the story of when I first saw Texas. And then I went to the bathroom, and then I ran out, and she was like, I like your dress. And I was like, thank you.
Oh, Abby? I love Abby.
Is that Point Crow's assistant?
Yeah.
Then yes.
But we don't know who Mystery Blau is.
Wait, who was that? That wasn't Blau? Are you sure he's
Blau
live?
is streaming right now.
Are you positive?
Okay, this is what we're doing.
It was not Space Boy.
I'm calling Ludwig.
There was definitely a white guy that
I want to know who you thought was Blau.
Oh, I'm embarrassed. Oh, I'm embarrassed. I'm scared. Oh my god, what if it was Christopher Yee? Cringe, Ludwig.
Yeah, this is insane.
That's really cringe. Get donut walled by your own boyfriend, bitch. Time to become a hooker.
I'm actually really sad.
To the
Okay, I'm
streets
gonna call
we
Point
go.
Crow.
Oh.
I'm gonna ask him. He'll answer.
Chat, cheers. I'm gonna finish this right now. In one go.
I'm not.
1, Texas. 2, you shouldn't say that because it perpetuates the patriarchy.
What are you talking about?
Somebody told me that in college. She got really mad at me for saying Texas. She was like, when you say Texas in reference to someone's non-brave behavior, it implies that women shouldn't be brave. So then I felt
Oh
bad
my
for
god.
saying pussy for a
I
while.
hate when people I hate when feminists lecture about
Texas.
because did you know that genuinely the derivative of
Texas
doesn't come from vagina? Like if you look back on the
Cat.
The history of the world, it
El
comes from
Gato.
pussycat. And then eventually it got misconstrued into vagina, and so I'm like, get over yourselves, it's
Texas.
pussycat. So when people are too feminist, it really
I'm gonna
is
do
too
it
much.
anyway. Cheers to feminism. What, fourth wave?
I'm
Feminism?
calling Point Crow.
What are we at? I don't know. Women.
Is no one gonna answer the phone? My
That's
phone
really
calls.
embarrassing for you.
Don't say that. Oh, I have Christopher's number. I forgot I have his cell phone.
Christopher Yee.
Okay, Christopher.
Christopher's sick, by the way.
will
He
answer.
immediately, at the end of the event, he grabs a trash bag. He's
Oh my
cleaning
God,
up all the
he's
trash
the
of the
best.
event. He's carrying the heavy tables to Cutie's car, so me and Cutie don't have to do it. It was so
awesome.
sick.
He's really
It
sweet.
was so nice.
Okay, I talked to Christopher on Friday, so this is his number. I didn't save
You
it.
better hope that
If
she
it's not,
doesn't
it's
have
a
the
stranger.
contact saved. She's calling a
I don't
number.
save any numbers. It's
You are
actually really
insane.
annoying.
I hate that. I'm scared.
Dude, why are none of them answering? Is this like a fun prank? Are they pulling a prank on us?
I don't think so, Cutie. I think they're just busy. Thank you for all the... I see the subs coming through chat. I don't have any alerts on this stream, but I do appreciate the subs. Thank you so much. Maya's
What if we
red
were out
face
here?
drunk.
What if we were dying?
That would be insane. Oh my god.
I'm screaming! What if we were dying?
We're drunk. I don't know why she got so loud there. She doesn't usually get that
I'm
loud.
mad. We'd be dead by now.
Match.
Christopher, Point Crow, and Ludwig didn't answer. I'm
Wait.
trying Aiden.
One of us should die right now just to prove a point.
I'm calling Eamon.
To teach them a lesson. Aiden wasn't there.
Well, he's gonna go downstairs and figure out who's there.
Call Josh. Josh is here.
Josh has a stupid Australian phone.
Civ, thank you for the 5. Hi.
Dude.
I'm cringing. Do you want me to just go check? I don't really want to, but I will if you're really...
No, I'm gonna call Josh one last time on Discord, and then at that point we deserve. You know who I should call is Abby.
Okay. Maya, try calling.
Aiden?
Please leave your...
Nope.
Alright, hold on.
No, you don't try calling. I'm gonna call Abby. Abby will answer. Abby will answer.
Chat, this is getting kind of cringe.
This
To be
is
honest.
getting really cringe.
It's getting a little cringe. A little cringy
Dude, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, it's actually crazy. What were we talking about
Okay.
before? Oh, sport mode.
I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying Josh.
You guys
Final-
want to hear
final
some
answer.
things that I won't do on stream that I would never think about as a normal person? Well, actually, that I do on stream, but messes me up every time because I get nervous about it. One, putting my hair in sport mode. What? Makes me nervous. Putting my hair up on stream always gets clipped. Always.
Josh,
Can I just go?
can you hear me?
What's up, Texas?
Okay, first of all, our word. Secondly, what's wrong?
Oh my god, I called every single one of you. You were the first one to answer. I'm not trying to tell you that you were the last one I called, but you were the last one I called, but it's just crazy that I called everybody and you were the only one that answered.
I can hang up. I don't mind.
No. So you were the first person I called. I didn't need to call the other ones because I knew you would answer, and I trust you.
You know what's crazy? I still don't know why you called in the first place. Isn't that
Who's
funny?
the white guy at the table?
Don't say the white guy. Who's everyone you're playing with right now?
Who is the white guy at the table? There's a lot of those. You just really asked what might be the dumbest question.
Okay, Maya went to the bathroom, and
I could have sworn. Josh, listen to me. Josh.
Okay, I'm listening.
Joshy, I could have
Are
sworn.
you blackout?
No. What?
Bottles of St. Francis.
stop.
They always
Stop.
super solution.
Stop.
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 Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Josh, I could have
Yeah,
sworn that I saw Blau at that table.
She thought she saw Blaustoys at the table.
They're smoking weed.
Yeah.
Maya, do you need to join? Maya.
Who was it? Wait. Okay, stop.
Who looks like Blaustoys at the table?
I guess you're thinking of Chris.
I was not thinking of Christopher Yee. Don't say that. Who all? No. List. Hold on. List everybody at the table. Christopher Yee, Ludwig, Josh, Nick Yingling, Point Crow,
Yeah.
Abby.
Yeah. Abby. Yeah, that's it. That's literally the whole table.
That's it?
That's it.
Did you make someone up?
Dude, or fucking Maya's smoking so much weed right now. It's
Did I
Did
seriously?
you make somebody
Did I
up?
dead ass think it was Christopher Yee?
Wait.
Wait. Who's sitting? No, stop. Who's sitting against the wall?
Me and Josh.
You need to run in there. You
Wait,
gotta go
who's
see this.
me and Josh?
That's Yingling.
See me.
No, not you. Go next towards the other wall. Past the bathroom. Oh my god, your cringe Australian phone. Josh, turn the camera.
Ludwig?
Look.
You thought Ludwig was Blaustoys?
Because it was the one against the wall.
They turned into a robot.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. This is your home. Hang up. Oh my god, it was the guy against the wall. He was a white guy. I thought Lo
It
was
was
Blau.
Ludwig.
I thought Lo was Blau.
Abby texted me, said, hello, I'm in your house. Yes, Abby, I know. You thought Ludwig was Blau. Wow, all white guys look the same, don't they, Maya?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, how did we get here? Anyway, so my stepmom...
Cheetos, please.
My stepmom...
I'm gonna cry.
You have to open another bottle. We
Is
always
that-
do 2 bottles, and you always argue about how we only do
You
1
always
bottle.
say that we do 2
We
bottles.
always do
and
2
I don't
bottles,
think
and you
we
always
do
say we don't do
I have
1 bottles.
never used this like
Texas.
thing.
I didn't cancel with my personal trainer tomorrow. I was supposed to. Oh my god.
Your personal trainer's gonna know that you canceled at like 11 p.m. and they're gonna be like, "Wow, this
I
girl
know.
is wasted. That's embarrassing." He's gonna think that you're a
I
degenerate.
am so sorry. Let me use text-to-speech chat. Forgot to message you last week, period. I do have a photo shoot all day tomorrow, so I also have to cancel, period. I realize if it's too late, I'm totally fine with just paying a fee or whatever happens when you cancel too late, period. I am so sorry, exclamation point. I did it. You got 50 gifted subs, Maya.
What?
Yeah.
I can't see that. J Block 7177. I don't have my glasses on, but that's how I read your username.
Where are
Thank you
my
for the
glasses?
50 gifted subs. I think I read your name wrong, but thank you so much.
So this is my story. We're finally there. Oh my god, I have so many regrets
Mother
Texas.
about everything. Oh, you just got 5 more gifted subs.
5 more
Can I
gifted
help
subs
you?
from
Maya, can I help you?
from Vampire.
I'm being genuine. Can I help you?
Wait. No, that's an M. Moonshine. Moonsire. Mina Shire? I can't read that.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god,
another
more.
one.
From
Oh, God.
Tetris channel. Thank you so much.
Oh my god, you got
Oh my
Oh
God.
god. Okay, this is divulging into chaos.
Alphane. No, alpaca. I think that's alpaca. Alpaca 577. Hell Satan X! Thank you so much.
Oh my
The
god.
Civ!
You're doing too many.
Thank you for the 5.
Oh my god.
Zenben. Thank you for the 5.
Oh god. There's more.
QT Jelly. Thank you for the 5.
That's 10.
10. Thank you for the 10.
You got 5 more you missed.
No, that's Cutie Jelly.
No,
That's
there's
10.
one after it. Just didn't pop up top. His name was like Satan. And then there's Tetris that just did another 5. And then
And
there's
Reset.
Reset.
And Tetris, thank you so much.
The Guy Presley gifted one.
The guy Presley, thank you. I have terrible news.
Can I help you?
No, ma'am.
You're not doing it right.
Haggard Wad. Thank you.
Maya, that's not how you do it. You're going to break the thing, stupid.
No, let me do it.
No. You're going to break my thing.
Let me.
Maya, you go all the way down.
I did!
And then you
Humble,
go
thank you.
all the way up so it pulls it out. You don't do any pulling. That's the whole point of this thing.
I love this wave of feminism.
Oh my god. Drunk Wasabi, thank you for the gifted sub.
Wasabi, thank you for the gifted sub.
Oh, Lucky Square, thank you for the
Livid.
gifted subs. Do you get it? Oh my god, Maya. You're ruining my life.
No.
Please don't do it.
I got it.
She's ruining the cork. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, it is. It's. Oh yeah. Oh, it's looking good. Did you know that cork is a tree? Like cork just is cork wood. Like it's a.
Oh,
it's
really?
A tree. It
I
grows
didn't
like
know that actually. Ew! Stop what you're doing.
What do you
You're going to
prefer?
get cork in your mouth. Oh, I prefer using the wine opener like it's supposed to be
I
used.
can't, cutie.
Oh, did you break it? Maybe you should listen to me first time.
Okay, bitch.
Okay,
I'm trying to
pull it on open,
learn
I guess.
and have life experience. Huh?
We're waiting. The team is waiting.
I literally could beat Cutie in a fight. I would.
Audio
just like
listeners, she is struggling.
that. Oh my god! Don't say that.
Oh, I'm trying to be honest with the audio listeners, and you got 5 more gifted subs.
Oh, I just got it.
Oh, I'm not helping your chat. Stop telling me to help her.
Daryl. Thank you for the 5. Oh, is that not what it says?
I have no clue. It's so far away.
Ow.
Yeah.
My dentist would be so mad. I got a new dentist. He's got a
Texas.
boy haircut. Honestly, should I pick my dentist? Oh shit.
Oh my god, I'm so mad at you. She broke the cork in half. And
Wait,
half
wait,
of
wait,
it
no,
is in it.
but I can.
Yeah, now I'm gonna use this the way you're supposed to use it. Thank you for the 5 gifted
That's another
subs.
5 from Set Range.
Thank you, Set Range.
Thank you for the 5.
Oh my god.
Oh, that. Oh
That's
my
how it's
god!
supposed to work. It's gonna pop off eventually.
Wait, did it go in there?
Oh, please don't tell me it got pushed in there. Oh no.
Wait, where'd it go?
No.
It's not on there.
Oh my god, it's in there. You put the. Oh my god.
Whoa. I didn't know you could do that.
Why? It could have helped you.
Yummy.
Now we're gonna have corn thing or corn.
Don't say corn. I
We're
hate
gonna have.
corn.
We're gonna have. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Zid. We're gonna have. What's this called again? Cork. We're gonna have cork in our
I
wine.
swear to God, that said XQC.
XQC did not gift you.
I think that was XQC. I read XQCOW.
Thank you, XQC.
But that's crazy because that's not even his name anymore.
Yeah.
Thank you for the 5. There's a hype train level.
137%.
No, that's an 8, I think.
Oh.
I think that's an 8. Is there even a level 8 hype train? What were we talking about?
I'm telling the story about my stepmother.
Right, no Cheetos for you.
No Cheetos for me. She is mean to me our whole life. We do our very best to include her, but it's never good enough for her. As soon as I roll up to this family
Audio
photo
listeners,
shoot,
I'm peeing.
as soon as I roll up to this family photo shoot, she says to me, "No one told me I had to wear a dress."
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, "Bish, no one told me I had to wear a dress. I just wore a dress because it's family photos." Because she's like in jeans and a t-shirt, and I'm like, "Oh," I was like, "Oh, it wasn't required." And she's like, "You guys didn't talk about it beforehand?" And I was like, "No, it's not that deep. Like, no, we literally didn't." She's like, "Okay."
It's not that deep.
Now we go down onto the beach. We're taking pictures, right? And we want my dad with some pictures with
Nick, thank you for the 5.
with all the grandkids without like without her in it, to be honest. Like, you know, because you just want someone with the grandpa. That's it. And so she's off to the side while we're taking pictures of the grandpa with all the grandkids. And my stepdad, or this photographer, is like, okay, grandpa with the grandkids and then grandma with the grandkids. And she's off to the side and she says to my dad, see, I told you they didn't want me here, and storms off the beach. And then my brother-in-law goes, no, we're doing pictures with you next. Like, with just you and the grandkids. But she ignores him and just walks away. She's like genuinely threw a hissy fit. It was crazy.
A little tantrum? What was the last tantrum you threw?
Oh, it's actually the same trip.
Yeah?
When my family was here. Because after photos, which was a hell of a thing. Enix, thank you for the 5 gifted.
How do you see that?
I don't know.
If I had to read that, I would say N2. Thank you for the 5.
After the family pictures, everyone's starving. Plus, taking family pictures with kids on a beach. I missed that one, but thank you for the 5.
Dithoriers. Thank you for the 5. Sorry, continue.
Taking family pictures with kids on a beach is awful because the kids just want to play in the water. So it's like this whole ordeal. It takes hours and it's like insane and it's just like whatever. And so everyone's hungry, but we don't have reservations for 17 frickin' people.
Yeah.
And so I'm on my phone trying to find an open table. I find this place that can take us, and it's like a steakhouse. So I tell my family, I'm like, oh, I found this steakhouse, blah, blah, blah. We go to the steakhouse. As soon as we get there, as soon as they get us all seated, the steakhouse is too cold. And so the kids start crying because it's cold.
God, I hate kids.
And so we have like,
whoa. Some kids are fine. But my God, every time I'm around kids, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so far.
double speak, thank you for the 5 gifted.
Okay, I'll take her word for it. Thank you for the 5.
And so all the kids start crying, and then my sister-in-law's like, there's nothing on the menu, there's just like meat, they're not going to eat that. And I'm like, what? They always eat meat. Like, this is just crazy to me. I'm like, what do you mean they're not going to eat meat? Like, they eat chicken every day. Like, what the heck?
Kids are so cramped.
And so we can't find another place to eat, right? But they're all crying because it's cold, so we just have to leave. As soon as we get them to get us a 17-person table, we leave this steakhouse.
Oh
and
my
so
God.
I'm kind of throwing a temper tantrum where I was like, I'm done. Like, they were like, oh, let's just go over to Panda Express and Chipotle and like fast food. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I just wanted to have a nice dinner with my family. Like, I was just like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to go home. Like, I threw a little tantrum where I was like, I'm just going to go home. Dustin, thank you for the 5.
Austin, oh.
It was Dustin.
Dustin, thank you for the 5.
So that was my last temper tantrum, I was like, this is too crazy. All the kids are crying. I'm just going to go home. And it was a bit immature, but I had to do it.
That's fair.
It was also day number 6 after going to Disneyland every single day with all these kids. And it was just too much for me.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It was a lot. And I love my family. Like, I'm not even one of those people that like doesn't, like, I genuinely really, really like my family, but it was too much for me. And then
I love my family too. But I do have a hard time around kids.
Crazy.
I used to love kids, and then I was a summer camp counselor for a first grade classroom. And then I was like, never mind.
Yeah.
Kids are pretty cringe.
When was your last temper tantrum?
Oh, man. I haven't had one for like a year, I think. An actual one.
Like a real one, yeah.
I've had like little ones where I'm like, I'm mad. Madge. Like, but not like...
I'm Madge.
An actual one where I was like really upset about something. It's been well over a year.
Wow. She's such a level-headed queen. I wish we could be more like her.
I'm not like the other girls.
She's not like the other girls.
But no, truly, I like where a temper tantrum where I'm just like,
Oh my God, J Block.
J Blink Block.
J Block with a shit ton of gifted. 10
J Block.
gifted,
Thank you for the
Is
10.
that 50?
For the 10. It's a 10.
No, it's 50.
No, that.
It's 50.
Oh.
You're so
thank you for
rich,
the
Maya.
50 gifted subs.
Thank goodness. This podcast, someday we'll have sponsors.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't actually remember the last one that I had where I was like really mad about something.
Can I get your opinion on the situation?
Yep.
Here is the story. Ready, everybody?
This is the story of a girl.
Actually, this is the story of a girl that I know, and I want to get your opinion. I can keep this as broad as possible. We're going to name her
Martha.
Martha. Martha is best friends with this girl named Sheila and best friends with this guy named Brad.
Yep.
Okay.
Martha,
They're
Sheila,
best
Brad.
friends. They're separate best friends.
Okay.
And one day, Martha's like, yo, Sheila.
Before Cutie gets a text from some normie friend that's like, I can't believe you would ruin my reputation like this.
No, this is. I've told stories about this girl before. Actually,
Okay.
she's dope. She's chill. She's like whatever. I think I genuinely want to see like your opinion versus like also chat's opinion on it.
Okay.
Um,
Martha, Sheila, Brad, got it.
Martha, Sheila, Brad. So Martha's best friends with both of them separately. They've never met each other, right? But Martha's been best friends with Brad since she was like.
Martha's never met who? Sheila?
Sheila has never met Brad. So the boy and girl
Okay,
have never
okay.
met. These are separate friendships.
Martha, Sheila, Brad.
Yeah.
Brad, Martha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Martha's the in-between with all of these. So-
Martha, Sheila, Brad. Martha, nothing here.
Yes,
Continue.
exactly. So Martha has been best friends. Sorry, chat threw me off because they said sound was bad.
She's
but
so
it's just
gone.
it
Is
was
this really... Wait. I'm messing it up, really?
No.
I was trying to
This
clarify.
is Martha. Martha's right here. Okay?
I understand.
Martha's here.
I was just trying to clarify.
Sheila's there.
Maybe it's easier than I think. 'Cause
Brad
I'm
is
just
there.
kind of drunk.
They
Okay.
don't know each other.
Yeah.
These are two separate friendships. But Martha has known Brad since they were like freaking 3 years old. They grew up together, like best friends.
Martha and Brad.
No, nothing there. They've never dated, nothing like that. Okay?
Mm.
Now, Sheila, they meet in like high school and she becomes friends with them. So she's also best friends with them. This girl is like mid-20s and she's best friends with all these people. Sheila's single and Brad is single. So Martha, being like a good friend, is like, I'm going to hook him up.
Yeah.
So she hooks him up. They start dating.
Yeah.
Great. But the issue when two of your friends start dating, you no longer have a friend.
Right.
You're like Martha's like, oh shoot, I lost both of my friends.
Yeah.
Like they're dating each other now and I can't
Oh,
hang out.
golly, oh, geez.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yep.
So they date for like 2 years or something like that, and it's
Whoa.
they break up and it's pretty toxic.
The least ideal.
But as soon as they
Sorry, continue.
as soon as they break up, she gets her friends back. But now she has to deal with Sheila always complaining about Brad and Brad always complaining about Sheila and like whatever. But Sheila is someone that doesn't really hang out that often. She's more like independent. Brad is more codependent. So they spend more time together. And Sheila starts getting jealous and is like, you're a bad friend, Martha. You're spending time with Brad.
Right,
and
yeah,
she's
yeah.
like, bro, I've been friends with Brad since I was like 7 years old.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, don't be like that. I was friends with him before we ever even met, before you guys ever dated. Don't be weird about this, okay? And they're friends or whatever because he's more codependent, so they just hang out a lot more. Someone in chat is saying, uh-oh. Yes. It's going to get complicated. Now, she doesn't think that Brad's into her at all, right? They've been platonic their entire life.
Martha doesn't think that Brad is into her?
Yeah, because they're
Tell
platonic.
me Brad isn't interested in Martha. Oh my god, he is.
Of course.
Oh my god.
So all of a sudden, they're hanging out one night,
No.
and he says to her, he's like he just starts kind of tugging at her.
No,
And he's like,
Brad.
Let's
stop.
just do it. Let's just do it.
Stop.
And Martha says to him, what about Sheila? Like, straight up. Bring Sheila into the conversation. She's like, that's not okay. Sheila is one of my best friends.
Pain.
Whatever, you know? And he's like, oh, forget about it. And he, like, really kind of pressures her into this. And so, and she just kind of does it.
Have you ever had a situation like that?
No. Mm-mm.
I've had two.
Oh, no. She ends up, Brad and Martha end up having sex.
Okay.
And
oh, wow.
they do it a few times.
Whoa,
you know, it's like a weekend type thing.
whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's like, and then once she's
That's
kind of
more
out
than
of
a
it,
mistake.
because you know when
Okay.
like you have sex and you're kind of in that moment.
They're
Once
in
you're
there.
out of it, she's like, oh,
Texas.
Sheila, right? Like she's
Yeah.
hit of the stomach. She's like, I have to tell Sheila because I'm not a bad person.
Yeah.
And Brad is like, no, don't tell Sheila, don't tell Sheila. And
Oh, God.
she's
Brad.
like, so yes, technically she broke girl code, but then she starts thinking, she's like, actually, Brad and I are so good together. Like, we really are. We've known each other
No, they're
since
not.
7. We've known each other since 7.
No, they're not.
Blah, blah, blah. We are really good together. We spend so much time together. So maybe it's worth it for love. right? Like, what if we fall in love and, like, we get married and blah, blah, blah? What if it's worth it for love?
Oh my
like,
God.
sorry, Sheila. You know, genuinely.
I'm stressed.
It's a really hard situation.
Yeah.
She's, like, kind of into him, and she's like, I've never thought of him this way, but now that I am thinking of him this way, maybe something could work.
Oh my God.
And so she's like, you know what? I'm putting all my eggs in the Brad basket.
In the Brad
Maybe we could be something, but I still have to be honest to Sheila. And she sends Sheila, she sits down and talks to Sheila, and she tells her everything that happened. And Sheila, like, calls her a bad friend.
Yeah.
Like, all the things that you expect. All the things that you expect. And they kind of break up their friendship over it. And Sheila goes back and she's like, damn, or Martha goes back and she's like, damn, that was really hard. I lost Sheila, but I have Brad and maybe we're going to fall in love. Oh. Now what Sheila does.
Love losing girlfriends for a boy.
Yeah, of course.
That always works out really well.
But now, unbeknownst to Martha, Sheila takes this as jealousy. She starts reaching out to Brad.
Okay.
Yeah, being like the chill girl, the new thing that's kind of like back in the picture. And after a few weeks, all of a sudden Brad is like no longer interested in Sheila.
Brad should probably start stretching and learn how to suck his own.
Texas.
Yeah, genuinely.
Okay.
And so, Brad decides that, never mind, Martha. I just ruined your friendship with Sheila. I was just kind of in it for the sex because I'm a shitty guy.
Right.
He gets back together with Sheila.
Ow.
Martha has no one.
Ow.
Can you believe that?
Ow. Ow.
Like, okay, so I would like to say, who, in your opinion, who's the asshole?
Brad.
Why?
Because he's thinking with
Texas.
and he's male.
Yes, but is Sheila or Martha the asshole for sleeping with him?
I think that Martha, setting him up with her best friend and then getting with him is
Texas.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think Sheila's the least or the most innocent in the situation, then Martha, then Brad.
But then Martha, goes to Sheila, and they both have, like, eventually, oh, I forgot to mention this part. After she tells her, she doesn't talk to her for a few weeks, and then comes back to her and is like, that's fine, let's still be friends. And they bond over how much they hate Brad and how bad of a human Brad is for this. But then Sheila gets back together with Brad.
Girl talk. Oh. Man, men ruin everything.
Isn't that so messed up? Isn't it the, like, saddest situation ever?
That is really sad.
Like, I feel so bad for Martha, because number one, you know what she could have done?
I lost my best friend in high school because of a man.
Oh, really? Was it,
Yeah.
like, a similar situation?
No, I was never interested in this man. I never had
Oh,
a thing with
really?
him whatsoever. I just thought my best friend in high school, I thought he was a terrible influence because he did a bunch of drugs and he smoked cigarettes and he drank a lot. And I was just so... I didn't swear until my sophomore year of high school. So everything that he did, I was like, bad guy. Like, this is not the guy for you. This is really bad, whatever. They're still together. So it's been 4, 8,
Oh,
9...
wow.
It's been like 9 years.
You were
10
wrong.
years? 10 years, 11 years
Yeah.
that they've been together. And when she got with him in high school, I was trying to set her up with this like really good guy from another high school. And it was going really well. And I was like, this guy's great. Like, he gets really good grades. He doesn't do any drugs. He doesn't smoke, whatever. And she got with this guy who went to a bunch of festivals and was crazy. And they are still together. And now I'm a bridesmaid in her wedding.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But I did not talk to her for like 6 months because I was like, you're getting with a guy that's going to make you you're not going to graduate high school. Like, you're going down a bad path. This is terrible for you. Like, he's a bad influence, blah, blah, blah. But they've been together for like 9-10 years. And
So you
now
were wrong.
I was wrong. Now they are getting married and I am a bridesmaid in her wedding this summer.
That's crazy that she forgave you enough to...
Oh, I mean, we're like super tight. But yeah, it's bizarre.
Damn.
I was very wrong.
Yeah.
But I seriously, there was like 6 months where I did not talk to her.
Yeah.
Because I was like, you're going down the wrong path. I don't want to be friends with someone like this. Like,
I can't associate myself with you.
literally, yeah.
Well, you tried.
Yeah? But now they're cool. I mean, she's killing it.
I think what makes Brad the worst person in the world is he threw away a lifelong friendship that he had with Martha.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot they were friends for a long time.
Made Martha lose.
I broke the seal, by the way. I have to pee again.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh.
All because he was horny and selfish. They both did, though. She did it with the hope of becoming something more. Misled by him. Because I'm leaving out a lot of details, but he did say stuff like, we would be great together, and blah, all the shit that gets you thinking, like, oh my God, we would be great together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so, Brad was the worst.
Martha is just guilty. Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg had sex.
No, they didn't.
Oh.
Don't spread that.
I just want to get more traction for the podcast.
I think Martha and Sheila are equal amount of assholes. But not even where close to the same level as Brad.
Yeah, Brad messed that up really bad.
Brad's an awful human, which is crazy.
What is never mind.
What?
I was gonna say, what is the worst thing a man has ever done to you?
Oh my God. Fractured my eye socket. That was rough. It was not ideal. It hurt.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it sucked.
Mine
hit
is
me hard.
Mine is.
I was like, well, what am I supposed to do? I can't say I ran into a doorknob again.
Right, yeah. Mine's had sex with me. I guess I went,
Well, that's a bummer too. I hate when that happens. Hey, I have 2 minutes left to my birthday.
I love this. Chat, laugh. Don't sag. It's funny. That was funny.
Trauma's my sense of humor.
Oh my God. That was a terrible question.
You asked it, idiot.
I know, but I took it back immediately.
So let me finish the story.
Okay.
Months later, it's been months.
Yep.
All of a sudden, Martha goes to a friend's wedding. Sheila happens to also be at the wedding.
Okay.
And she hasn't talked to her in months. And Sheila goes up to Martha and she's like, let's talk. So they go sit down at a wedding, which is like, number one, what the hell? They sit down on the wedding and she's like, can you tell me like all of the details? And Martha's like, yeah, I don't have fucking anything to lose. And so she tells more.
Wait. Martha's marrying Brad?
No, this is a different wedding. This is a mutual friend's wedding.
Okay.
So Martha is there, Sheila's there separately, and Sheila
Okay.
wants to talk to Martha. So she's like, let me tell you all the details. And so
I have to pee so bad.
Well, you can go in a second. Mooney, thank you for the 5 gifted. So she
Mooney
tells
Swan.
Thank you.
Martha tells Sheila all the nitty gritty, like how he pressured her and kind of led her on and blah, 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 like finally gives her the nitty gritty. Because when she first told her, she didn't want to hurt her feelings all the way by telling her like, oh, I'm gonna date him or something like that, Mm-hmm. And Sheila says to Martha like, well, I'm going to need some time to process this. I'll get back to you, And Martha's kind of like, you don't need to get back to me. Like, we're not friends. Like, you already chose a guy over me. Like,
Andy.
hello? So, yeah, that's where the story is. That's where the story's been.
Whoa.
Insane.
That is a lot. I'm
okay. You can
have to. That is crazy. Because I really feel like I just left, but I'm so sorry. I will go, faster.
Say hi to Blastoise.
I'm gonna go say hi to Blastoise.
Is that the ending? That's currently where the life situation is, which is just like so absurd. Happy 25th birthday! Thank you, chat.
Oh my God!
It's my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Thank you, guys. Thank you. It is officially my birthday. Yay, birthdays! I'm 25 again. So exciting. Thank you, chat. Very, very kind. I was going to go somewhere with this. Oh, someone in chat. Listen, okay. I would like to make very clear. Maya and I have the same sense of humor where we joke about our trauma. I realize that like having like dead parents are not funny, but that's how I cope, is making jokes. So like, domestic violence isn't funny, but this is my coping mechanism. So you don't get to tell me how I cope. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm 25 again. I don't know what to do for my birthday. I haven't streamed on a birthday in like so long. And I really wanted to stream on my birthday, but I don't know what to do. Does anyone have any ideas of what one does on their birthday? Go to Disneyland? I feel like streaming at Disneyland on your birthday is like lame. Maybe I'll just do a normal stream on my desktop. Maybe I won't stream at all. We'll see what happens. Bake a cake with Ludwig? That could be a fun idea. But I already made a birthday cake the other day on stream for a photo shoot. I will not be doing a 24-hour stream. If I ever do a 24-hour stream, I sleep on it. I just leave it running while I sleep. Cutie Jelly, thank you for the 50 gifted subs. Maya is rich today. It's very exciting. Maya's in high school, in like junior high, I used to write down like the first person to wish me happy birthday and the first person to like wish me happy New Year's. Every single holiday I'd write down who the first person was. I don't know why I would like make it feel like it was like, I don't know what I thought it would be, but I would always do that. I do that too. I don't do it anymore, but now I'm consciously thinking Maya was the first one to say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
She did it.
Dude, that
What?
was really stress-inducing.
What?
Hold on.
Maya said something was stress-inducing. What was stress-inducing?
I went in there. I don't remember what I said when I ran upstairs because I used your bathroom because they were right by the guest bathroom.
Oh, yeah, you didn't want to hear
I didn't
them
want
pee?
them. Yeah, I didn't want them to hear me pee. So I ran to your bathroom, and then they were like, "Wait, what was it that was so stress-inducing?" And I don't remember saying anything about anything being stress-inducing.
Oh, you said you were stressed and you don't know what you would have said?
Well, and then I was like closing the door, and I was like, "I don't know, you're Australian," which I think is kind of racist.
You can't be racist to
I
Australians.
just made eye contact with Josh, and I was like, "You're Australian," and then I ran back out here.
Maya's racist.
Oh my god.
I can't be friends with a racist.
Oh no. Nationality. I'm half Japanese, half white.
No, they called you a nationalist.
Oh.
Because it's not racist.
Wait.
You're a nationalist.
Don't say that.
And you're sexist.
Stop.
And you make fun of... I can't say it, but chat was giving
Texas.
for it. Anyway. Okay, I want to see if we talked about everything on my checklist.
I think we did. We do have this, You guys want to hear something really sad? That I would not say if I was sober? Should I?
What is it?
Just
I'm
about
nervous.
the deck that I have.
The deck?
The cards.
I think you can say it.
So I bought these cards.
Oh, she's lonely. Yeah.
I bought these cards for a guy that I was dating that I'm no longer dating. But I went through them on the plane, and I picked some of the questions that I thought that Cutie and I could answer on the podcast.
It's sad because it's a dating card set.
It's a dating set.
It's a dating set that she can't use with a boy, so she wants to use it on me.
I've been doing 10 by myself every night. I go and sit on my balcony, and I answer them in a journal every night. Is that sad? Yeah. But it is good learning. It's kind of fun. It's kind of, no, don't say yes. No. No, it's interesting. It's interesting. But I went through all of them. Like there's 200 of them. Low underscore though. Thank you for the 5.
Oh, we have such a
Gifted
long
subs.
day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Dude,
Was that wrong? Was that not even close? I see a bunch of question marks.
What?
That's as good as it gets, man. I tried. I went through the plane. There are 200 of these. I went through 200 of them, and I grabbed some of them for me and Cutie.
I have more to talk about yet. Before we do cards.
What? We're gonna go through the bullet list again.
No, you say you get cringed at my bullet list, but
Midnight reset. It's your birthday. How do you feel?
Old.
Wait, you have to go have sex.
No.
It's your birthday, so I know you want to ride out. No?
No.
Okay, well, boring.
No.
That's what happens when you get old.
Oh. Okay, this is the issue with internet. You just feel like, I'm not that old. I'm genuinely not that old, but with the internet, it makes you feel so much older. It's like really messed up.
Opium.
What? See, it's
You're
that.
old.
It's comments like that. It makes me feel bad. Like I need to stop streaming because I'm too old.
Stop streaming. Quit your career. You're done.
Slime moved out.
That's true.
He moved out of this house. Slime doesn't live here anymore because he hates Maya. Because she comes over once a month and he hates it.
Slime is just so over it. He literally was like, I cannot live here anymore. I gotta go.
Slime moved
Hi,
out.
Andy.
I can say this because they talked about this on the yard. Slime moved out. The goal is like by the end of the year, all of us to go our separate ways because I don't want to be
Because they hate each other.
I don't want to be the one that says I broke up the band, but I kind of broke up the band because I said I cannot live
Women.
with 4 men.
Women.
It's just too much for me.
Women.
It's so hard. So I broke up the band. But, maybe
Yeah,
we'll find another house someday.
I'm drunk.
We do need to stop.
Well, I don't understand. Have we? I feel like we've had the. Have we not have the same had?
I'm also
Whoa.
drunk.
Have we not had the same amount of wine?
Yes,
Why do
I feel drunk.
Cutie, there's no way that we kill one wine bottle together and are
We
both
do
drunk.
every time. Wait, what do you mean?
Drunk? I'm way more drunk than normally. I have hiccups right now.
You have an alcohol allergy and you're...
I don't have an alcohol allergy.
You say you do.
I don't think that I do.
You can't take it back. It's also a high percent, and also you're half my size.
That's not true. I'm not happy.
You are 2/3 my size.
I can't do math.
If I'm 150 and you are 100, you're 2/3 my size. And 150 is being generous to me.
Oh my god, I hate you.
I'm 156. I would love to be 150.
Shut up.
Anyway, yeah. I broke up the band. People are saying Yoko, Cinderella. But guys, listen, I did my best. I lasted as long as I could. I just really want a bit more of a normal life. I can't live in a house with, it's just too crazy. Don't hate me. Do you guys hate me? It's crazy.
When was the last time you cried and why?
Oh,
I already said mine. It was on my birthday.
last time, this is such a depressing question. The last time I
Yeah.
cried was, I spent the last, May is really hard for me because it's my mom's birthday and Mother's Day. And I stayed really, really busy. If you look at my schedule, it's actually insane. Genuinely packed. Like, I haven't had a second to breathe. And our room was a mess, and I needed to clean the room. And as I was cleaning the room, I found a birthday card from my mom, and I read it, and I just sobbed. And then Ludwig walked in, and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then he had to go film his podcast, so he's like, "Bye." And I was just like sobbing. It was rough. So that was the last time I cried. Very cool.
Andy, what you got? I already said, he might have said, Andy, you're going to have to repeat it. It disappeared. My last one was on my birthday when I was just like, man, this is a really depressing birthday. Too drunk hoe. Thank you, Andy, for your input.
Two drunk hoes? Wait, what, Andy? What does that have to do with anything?
He said, I have a new name for your podcast.
Oh my god, you're so stupid, Andy. And then he typed in, ha 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 ha, just kidding. Nice save, Andy. You've done it.
Okay, the other question. These are like literally 200 questions. I saved like 10
You know
of
what's
them.
funny is I used to watch Annie Milonakis back in high school. I'm sure a lot of people say this too.
Broccoli.
But I remember I went to the first TwitchCon and Andy was there, and I brought my like normie friend with me, and she saw Andy and she was freaking out.
Andy, you're famous.
Yeah, she was freaking out. She's like, "That's Andy. I used to watch him with my family, blah blah blah." And it's just crazy how life works.
You're famous.
Like the point that like I could DM Andy, and he would reply to me.
Crazy.
It's just so weird how
Crazy.
my life has ended up this way.
Prezzo, I don't know what you just said.
It's one of Andy's
But I
songs.
saw Texas twice and then the
His-
word high school, and I'm not even gonna try to
Andy
interpret.
said you're lucky.
The next question: describe your earliest memory. What does it mean
Maya,
to
I'm
you
not done
now?
with my checklist.
What
you keep
checklist?
forgetting about my checklist.
You're trying to go through our recent events like it's interesting, and you're gonna talk about the books.
Oh,
that
you're
you
saying
read.
our lives aren't interesting?
Not really.
Maya, that's not nice.
Oh my god.
You're not being nice to me. It's my birthday.
Oh my god. Here we go. All right, it's her birthday. Go ahead. What you got?
I read this book.
She's gonna talk about it's book club time, everybody. It's Cutie's birthday, so participate.
I read books. I'm smart. I read this book called Playground.
Okay.
It's sick. You're gonna think it's cool.
Yeah.
Stop. Don't
No.
give me attitude.
Who wrote it?
Jennifer is her name. I don't remember her last name because I'm bad with names.
Okay.
Jennifer wrote this book. It's about she grew up on the Playboy Mansion as a kid
Why?
because her dad was best friends with Hugh Hefner. He was his personal doctor.
Not a good childhood at all.
It's an awful childhood.
Okay.
Yeah, as a kid. So her first time going over there, she was 6 years old. She goes to Playboy Mansion, and she like walks in, and she's treated like a
Texas.
princess from 6 years old, right?
Sure.
And there's like butlers that like know her name, and they're like, "Do you want to go swimming?" And she's like, "Yeah." She goes out to the pool. They have like swimsuits in her size ready for her, and she's like, "This is crazy, right?" And she hops in the pool, and as she's swimming around, she notices this tunnel that you can like swim through. And so she starts swimming towards it, and the butler's like,
And it's a sex dungeon.
well, he's like, "Don't go in that tunnel." And she's like, "Okay." And she splish splashes around
Dude,
somewhere
I am hammering.
somewhere else for a little bit. And stop drinking.
Okay.
Stupid. I'm putting it out of your reach.
Don't call me stupid. I have a really high IQ.
Don't stop drinking.
Okay.
And he's like, she's splish splashing around, and she's like, "I'm hungry. Will you get me a snack?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah." And then, of course, the second he leaves, she bolts for the tunnel. You know,
Right. Yeah,
she
yeah.
swims through the tunnel. She pops up on the other side, and it's like these caves. And she hears some lady moaning, and looks over, and there's a guy and a girl just having sex.
Oh my god.
Yeah, in this like grotto, and it was like a sex grotto. And she's like,
What's a I've never heard that word.
she was
in my
either
life.
6. She was 6 or 8. I don't remember. Someone said fake story. It's literally not a fake story. And she looks over, and she's just, and they're like, "Hey, like get out of here!" Like, da-da-da. And she like freaks out, you know. And she's like, "What the heck was going on?" And she swims out, and she pops up, and the butler's there, and she's like so panicked. She just walks inside and like changes and blah blah blah. She tells her dad she wants to go home, and she goes home.
Yeah.
And the mom finds out that she was there and like is livid, and she's like, "Okay, that's it. Like, I'm divorcing your dad," and they get divorced and blah 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 blah. But then,
Is that a people comfy?
yeah, because
Okay.
you put a blanket on yourself.
Okay, continue.
But then every other weekend, I'm also telling the story a little out of order, so just keep that in mind if you've read this book. I'm telling it a little out of order because I'm a little drunk. Every other weekend, she has to go to her dad's house, right?
Mm-hmm.
But her dad is living at the Playboy Mansion. So
Mhm.
instead, she's going to Playboy Mansion every other weekend and is staying at her dad's house. And she would just see women outside just like topless.
Right.
And like,
At what, like 9,
yeah,
10? Yeah.
yeah, just like
Texas.
up.
Oof.
And her dad was just like, "Oh," like they'd be like, "What's going on? Like, why is everyone naked?" And he'd be like, "Oh, this is European. This is like how Europeans do it. Like,
Yeah.
your mom's just closed-minded, right? Like your mom's just closed-minded." And so, and they have to lie to the mom at this young age, saying that they weren't going to the Playboy Mansion.
And it's just one kid that he was
There's
at?
2.
Okay.
So then she brought her sister there too.
I was gonna say there's no way he only
Texas.
or he only had one kid.
Yeah. So no, there's
Not
2
that
kids.
she's a
Texas.
fuck up. I just mean like.
No, he had a fairly normal life, and then I don't know what this influx of really mean people is, but let me tell my story. This is my podcast. If you don't want to hear it, exit out. Thank you very much.
Why can I see so much better with my left eye? Like if I have both my eyes open, I cannot see anything. But if I have just my left eye open, I can kind of read chat. Sorry, continue.
You okay? And so what was crazy is you learn about the Playboy Mansion, and there was like flamingos there.
What?
They had flamingos there. They had monkeys there.
You need specialized diets for flamingos.
Yeah. Well, they had them there. I don't know if they were well taken care of.
Yeah, I don't believe that they
I
had
doubt
them.
they were well taken care of. But the girls would like, go there all the time. And then one time, and they'd have to lie to their mom about it. One time Jennifer goes home and she has a Playboy Mansion matchbook in her pocket. And her mom finds it and like freaks out, takes the dad to court for like full custody, blah, 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 blah. And that's it. So they're like not supposed to see their dad.
Andy, if you could get us into a hef party, I would be down to go for the content. 100%.
I would love to go. Wait, did
100%.
Andy said he could get us in?
I read half of it,
Oh.
but I couldn't see the rest of
I
it.
genuinely...
It's too late. He's dead.
He is
Whoop.
dead. But I didn't know if there were
Whoop.
still parties. I want to see the Playboy Mansion so badly after reading all these books.
I didn't know he was dead.
He is dead. He died.
Ooh.
I want to see the Playboy Mansion so badly
Okay.
after reading these books. But it's crazy because back then, I don't know if you know anything about the Playboy Mansion, people would just like have parties there with all these naked women and it was like super normal.
It's nice that he's dead. It makes
My wee hurt, says
hurt.
Andy.
that he's dead.
No,
Yeah.
going to the Playboy
What?
Mansion. No, going to the Playboy Mansion makes his wee hurt.
No, he's Playboy. No,
He said no, the Playboy Mansion.
Huh?
The Playboy Mansion has been bought by a company that now uses it as like they're trying to get it like historically saved. But the Playboy Mansion was a bad place.
Was it just like a trafficking ring?
Not so much that, but it was more like a Harry
Playboy
Weinstein
Mansion
thing.
parties are insane. Oh.
Like it was more like you had to sleep your way to get to the top to get centerfold. You had to sleep with Hugh, and even if like you or his friends would be like, "Oh, I'll get you centerfold if you sleep with me," and then they of course would never get them centerfold. So this weird
Naked. Oh, all I read was naked. Sorry, Andy, do it one more time, but I'm gonna have my right eye closed the whole time I'm ready. Allow Andy. Naked girls grinding and damn it, it's so fast. Andy, I'm sorry. Continue. I'll keep trying. Go. Go. I have my dominant eye. Damn it! I missed it. This is the worst day ever.
He said naked girls grabbing
Texas.
around every corner.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, that would be really uncomfortable. For sure, for sure.
I hate it here. No! Stop! You can't
Stop!
have anymore.
Don't!
Oh my god. You said you said it.
Ew.
Don't give me
Don't
ew.
be that friend. Don't be like, no more. But I'm fine. I'm literally fine.
Don't be the friend that says, "Oh, I can't have any more. I'm too drunk." And then when I say no more, you say, "I'm fine."
Don't be the friend that's like, I need to lose 10 pounds, but I can't. And then,
I can't.
oh my god. Don't be the friend that's like, I regret everything I said, and then tomorrow morning you're going to be pissed.
I have anxiety. I am gonna feel bad
So
about
do
everything
I,
said.
Mother Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all going to deal with
What?
this tomorrow. We're both going to deal with this tomorrow. It's going to be sick.
Oh my god.
Cheers.
Go away. I just want to talk about the Playboy Mansion.
If you don't tap my glass right now, I'm going to throw up. Cheers. Audio listeners, we're back. I'm not going to throw I really don't think I'm going to throw up. I think we could finish this entire bottle of wine. We still have to do Omegle after this, and then we have to go to a photo shoot at 10 a.m. tomorrow. And we have to leave at like 8:30. We have to start doing our makeup at like 8:15. It's going to be so sick. We're going to look so hot. Cutie and I are trying to figure out how to do photo shoots where we don't look like we're getting engaged. Because people think that we're getting engaged. Not the case. Remember when I got drugged in Vegas?
We've already told that story. You are a pathological story repeater.
And so are you.
I know, but I'm gonna tell you not to. I was balancing teacups on asses.
I was balancing
When Drew Barrymore was what? Drew Barrymore was taking a picture of it.
of it.
I was balancing teacups on chicks' asses and Drew Barrymore was taking a picture of it. Yeah, that's crazy.
Drew Barrymore is
Andy.
sick. Haha. I read that
Yeah,
one.
so anyway, the Playboy Mansion people would just go to for the parties. Like essentially it's like the Envy House you go to for parties, but the Playboy Mansion there's a bunch of naked girls and celebrities just go to pretty much like people watch and do drugs and get drunk.
If I went to the Playboy Mansion and got drunk, I would
Texas.
at least 3 women. Is that sexist?
No? Why wouldn't you? You could. Why not? They're hot.
I've thought about this a lot. Chat, I am legitimately getting back into the dating scene, right? I've been getting back into the dating scene for months. And I was like, what if I started dating women? But the reality is, like, I've hooked up with women in the past. Like, I'm kind of down. But I've only had a crush on a woman once. Like, a legitimate crush where it's like, with men, it feels like I want to be around them. Like, I want to, like, you know, it's, like, very obvious when I have a crush on a man. When I have a crush on a woman, it's way less obvious, and it's only happened once in my life.
I had a crush on a woman once. She was
Really?
a chef from Colorado. I had a big crush on her.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I wish it was easier, because I really think I would do better with a woman. My therapist recently told me that I should go after men that are 4 to 5 years older than me. What do you think about that?
I think you should, because men are less mature than women, and it's like statistically proven psychologically or something.
That's a lot of question marks. My therapist told me that I'm she said that I'm like that I'm more evolved than I should be as a 25-year-old woman with my career and my personal life, and in order to be happy, I'm going to need to be with somebody that is older than me, unless I find someone that is exceptional for 24 years old for a man, because men mature slower. She said that I should be looking at someone that's 4 to 5 years older than me. She said that I have a really interesting dichotomy in my life of, like, going to house parties and doing, like, frat shit, you know, and, like, going to Coachella and, like, doing dumb shit, and then running 2 businesses and founding my own nonprofit and running my own nonprofit. But the reality is 70% of my life, 75% of my life is running my own business, running 2 businesses, and 25% of my life is going to house parties and being 20 years old and going to house, like, and, you know, and just getting drunk and being stupid. And for whatever reason, I'm dating in the latter bracket, and she said that I need to date in the former bracket. So I need to start dating people that are older. Kind of crazy. We'll see.
That is crazy. Everyone spanning NMP is also crazy. Anyway, so there's lots of messed up stories. Long story short, the girl is like 14 and she argues with her mom and she wants to go live with her dad and she like kind of regrets it 'cause she wished she had like a mom in her life and blah, blah, blah. She ends up having an affair with Hugh Hefner's girlfriend.
Hugh Hefner had a girlfriend?
Oh, Hugh Hefner had multiple girlfriends, but
right. But
he'd
then he was
usually have a
exclusive
main.
with,
He'd have a
like-
main chick that she wasn't allowed to sleep with anyone else.
Ugh.
But she cheated on him.
I would rather jump in front of a train on live television.
Yeah, but these. Oh, you just got 100 gifted subs.
Huh? E-Boy Trey? Is that E-Boy Trey?
Yay!
E-Boy Trey with the. Are you sure? With 100?
100.
What the hell?
Thank
Thank you so much.
So she apparently like Hugh Hefner's girlfriend would be really flirty with her, and then like one time like pulled her into a room and just started, you know, they had sex. She was 15 years old.
Stop.
Yeah. Not Hugh Hefner's girlfriend, Jennifer, who wrote this book. Hugh Hefner's girlfriend was like 19.
Oh my god. How old was he?
He was like 50 something.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
not.
of course.
God.
Yeah, super messed up. But this is the craziest story in the entire book. This girl, she's super young. At 17, she gets invited to one of these high-profile parties in Malibu. She goes out to Malibu. There's a bunch of playmates there, of course. All the models would do these events, right? Hugh's there, so he brings a bunch of the girls. And there's this girl, Paulina, who is like at that point addicted to coke, like most people in Hollywood at that time. Yeah, I don't remember how old Paulina was, but she was from Russia and she was like trying to make it in the magazine. This is when they were really taking advantage of who they were, you know, like, oh, sleep with me and I'll get you whatever. Yeah. But Paulina was like an orbiter. She was a playmate. She lived at the mansion, but she got to all these parties. She's in Malibu and she went to this guy, or Jennifer walks in the party and she sees Paulina,
Texas,
this guy in the pool. Which people having sex and open at these parties is like not that weird.
Have
apparently.
you ever been to a party and witnessed somebody?
No.
Really?
Never. Have you?
Yes.
Where?
College.
Having sex?
Yes. Someone.
Texas.
Somebody's.
Texas.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
At a college frat party,
I've never seen that.
I witnessed my friend.
Texas.
Somebody's
Texas.
in the bathroom with the door open.
That's crazy.
It was crazy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would never do that.
I was like, whoa. And what's the craziest thing about it is it was my friend, straight up. Like, it was like I went with her. Like, I got ready. Like, I did my makeup with her
Uh-huh. Oh my god.
for the party.
Did you like close the door for them or like?
No.
I
She
would've.
couldn't.
I
No,
would've
she
been like-
wanted it open. It was part
That's
of it.
so strange.
We like went to the party and I saw her.
Man, Martha's crazy.
It's insane. I saw her doing it and I was like, wow, that's crazy. And then I talked to her about it the next day and she was like, yeah, it was sick.
All right, that's
yeah.
her thing.
No, that was it. It was
That's
all.
her. I feel like kinks are bad when you subject other people to them. Like,
It was a lot. It was really, it was
you
honestly,
had to see that.
Yeah, and I'm still her friend. And so thinking about it is like, yeah, it's a lot. Like,
Like, that's without consent, you know what I'm saying? Like, Maya walking by and seeing that just because they have a public kink is, like, crazy.
It was
I think
definitely without consent that
Yeah.
that I witnessed that.
it's one thing to see, like, do you have any video, Andy said? It's
No.
one thing to, like, you know, have a kink for having sex in public, but usually it's, like, secretly in public.
No.
If you, like, want people to watch you, that's, like, kind of messed up because they can't give consent.
It was one of those houses that's not a frat, but you walk in
Oh, but all
there
the
for a
parties are
party
at,
on the
yeah.
weekend, and it's not a frat, but the entire wall is filled up with like beer cardboard that
Oh,
they've
God.
collapsed. So it's like 805, Natural Light, Coors Light, Bud Light, whatever, and it's all just like flattened against the wall and like staple gunned in there.
So cool.
It was one of those frats.
Wicked.
Not a frat, but a house party.
So anyway, Paulina's in the pool giving
Texas.
and Jennifer's walking around and she's just like chilling, and then like not even like 30 minutes later she's walking in the hall and Paulina goes up to her and she's like, "Do you have any Coke?" And she's like, "No, I don't have any." And she's like, "Please, like I just want one bump, please, I'll do it. Like I'll give you $200 for it," which is like crazy. And
Oh my god.
and Jennifer's like, "I don't have any. Like
Yeah.
this is crazy." And then Paulina immediately turns around to this guy and says, "I'll give you
Texas.
right now for some Coke." And he's like, "Okay."
Business.
Yeah, business. So they go into the bathroom. And she starts giving him.
Texas.
Okay.
And Jennifer's just like, "I can't believe I
Literal
just witnessed
prostitution. Okay.
that." Within 5 minutes, Jennifer hears this guy yell and slap the woman and say, "This
Texas.
bleeding on my..."
Texas.
And so she opens the door, sees him slap her, and Paulina's on the floor having a seizure from all the coke she's done at this party. She's just been going around getting a bump for a
Texas.
Yeah. And so then, you know, Jennifer's freaking out. She runs, grabs the phone, picks it up. The line's dead because it's one of these Malibu elite parties. You can't be bothered. You can't have people calling during your party. That's so, you know, that's so not posh. And so she's running all over the house. Every phone she picks up, line is turned off. And she goes and finds the owner of the house, which is like a big elite person in Hollywood. And she's like, "Please come to this bathroom. Blah, blah, blah. There's, you know, there's a girl having a seizure. Like, it's my friend Paulina. She's a playmate." She like practically grew up with these girls at the mansion. And so like the owner comes over. He brings 2 security guards with her. They're like, "It's fine. We'll take care of it." And she's like, "You need to call 911. You need to call 911. And they're like, "No, we'll take care of it. We'll take care of it." They lift up Paulina. They take her into a bedroom. They leave her there to die.
Absolutely not. Not on her back. Tell me it wasn't on her back.
No, she dies. She dies from having the seizure.
What?
She's like nearly dead on the bathroom floor. They said that like, they didn't feel a pulse, but they just took her in there to die because it is bad for your reputation to have an ambulance show up to your party.
What?
Straight up. That's a
Texas.
story. It's not posh to have an ambulance show up to your party.
Wait. Okay, we're gonna need to back up a little bit. Wait. What?
And
this was in.
And Jennifer could never tell the police because then it would go back. Guys, this is not a fake story. Go read it. It's insane. You can even look up this girl. No one was ever charged because it was an overdose. And this guy paid off the police all the time because he had parties in Malibu and they were massive and he's huge in Hollywood and whatever, so he just pay off the police. He gave them courtside tickets to the Lakers earlier during the party when they came for a sound complaint. The police came for a sound complaint and he gave them courtside tickets to the Lakers and then they left. And they never had issues. I know it's genuinely not a funny story. I'm telling you this fascinating book that I read that's just like crazy.
Oh, okay. Oh my god. What the
Texas.
Yeah. Isn't that insane? And like they would like literally after parties, if he had anyone like dead or overdosed or whatever, the police would just come and clean it up and be like, oh, it's just it's just another model that overdosed.
Oh my god.
Even though he could have saved her, he didn't want police or ambulances showing up to the party. It's an autobiography, chat. It's not like just like a book. It's not a fake story. It's an autobiography. It's this girl's life.
What's it called?
It's called Playground. You can Google her. It's a fascinating book. It's very interesting. But
I've had
yeah.
2 OD stories, or like ones that have been close to me, and the big one was the guy that he was in the ag frat, not the same guy that was like I cut my cocaine with pre-workout, but the same guy that he sold coke to everybody, like he was like everybody's drug dealer, but he only did coke like once a week. He was also a surfer, and he did coke every week, like once a week, and then because he was a surfer and he did coke so often, he would, I don't know, he did coke so often, and then he was surfing one weekend and he had a seizure. Not even on coke, like he hadn't even done coke at all.
Yeah, it just messes
but
you up.
Yeah, but he had a seizure and he drowned and he died in the ocean.
That's crazy.
Like when he was just surfing sober.
Yeah.
One week because he had done so much coke.
Don't do drugs.
And he died. And
That's so sad.
he was everybody's coke dealer, and for like 6 months, nobody at my school did coke because he distributed to everybody. But he died in the ocean. Like he was completely sober, but he had a seizure in the ocean and drowned because
That's
he
crazy.
died because he had done coke like for months prior, you know.
Yeah.
But he hadn't done any coke that week. But yeah, everybody for like a week was sober, and everyone was really sad because he died. And then, you know, like a week and a half later, they got a new coke dealer, and then more people started dying.
Of course.
But like for that week, because everybody got it from him. Yeah, that was crazy.
The craziest like end to this story essentially is like Jennifer freaks out. You know, she sees all this. She like goes home, has a panic attack. Blah blah.
Yeah.
Months later.
Yeah.
She's at home. This guy knocks on the door.
Mm-hmm.
She goes down there. She opens it, and it's this like Russian guy, and he's like, "Have you seen my daughter?" And he holds up a picture of Paulina,
Oh.
and she has to say no. So,
Why?
no, because she says, "Oh, she died at a party in Malibu."
Right.
Whose party? Whose house?
But just say that like she passed.
She
like,
can't. She says nothing. She can't say anything because she can never. She would be. She could potentially be murdered for outselling this guy.
Oh my god, I would 100% just be like, I was not a part of it, but I know that she passed away.
Yeah, but the dad would want more than that, or he'd call the police on her and
like,
say she has the information, and then what do you do?
I would just say that I'm sorry, but I know that she's dead. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not
Like
it's
I
not
could
that
not
easy.
lie about it.
Yeah,
That's bizarre.
it's crazy. How did he even find her house? Because Paulina was friends with Jennifer and would call the dad once a week and would like talk about like who she was friends with and like playmates, and so he found Jennifer, I don't remember her last name, and like went to the house essentially, and just he was going through the neighborhood apparently and just knocking on doors because he knew that Paulina was at the Playboy Mansion, and so he would just knock and say, "Have you seen this daughter? Have you seen my daughter? Have you seen my daughter?"
Tell me that's not really the level of... Why do we feel so much alcohol right now? I don't know if it's just you. I feel so much alcohol right now.
What are you talking about? We're drinking a lot.
No, because
Oh.
you said we normally go through 2 bottles. That's not even... It's
Well,
barely
this is higher
touched.
percentage.
Is that really the problem?
Yeah.
Or is it because we're tired? Because I feel drunk right now. Like, well, also, we should be done soon, yeah?
We can be done soon.
It's 12:35.
We can be done soon.
8:30? Yeah, it's been 4 hours.
We can stop. Anyway, it was a really interesting book, and
Should we go through the rest of the questions? Ooh.
tragically sad, but interesting book if you're interested in that type of stuff.
Ew.
What is wrong with you?
All these questions are bad, and I take it back, and I don't want to answer any of them.
Do you want me to choose
You
one
know
from
what's
this?
funny? Is Cutie and I, here's the deal. I ordered these questions literally for a man that I was dating, right? And I'm no longer dating that man. But I ordered these. They showed up after we called it a quits. It is the same brand that Cutie has. Look at this. We found this out when we sat down
Isn't
in this
that funny?
podcast studio.
I have these cards that I ordered too because I thought I maybe this is the thing about women. Let me tell you a secret about women. We just want to
Texas.
talk.
It's just connection, man.
We
But
really just want to talk.
This is the dating edition. I think that's
This is the couples
the
edition.
couples edition. There's like a long-term
So it's like
edition.
whenever you see these stupid card games that are like, oh,
Yeah.
we're gonna let you have we're gonna give you things to have real conversations with your SO. We're like, oh, this is exciting,
Mhm.
and then you never do them. But
Right.
we have them. Yay!
Is your vision like really severe between one eye and the other?
Yeah,
Really?
that's super normal. Yeah.
Okay, because my left eye is so much better than my right. It's really severe. Like if I have my right eye open, I cannot read shot right now.
I can't reach out on my right eye.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we make a great team then, because my left eye is sick and my right eye is so bad. Okay, sick is an exaggeration. I cannot read you with my left eye, but I can read you far better than my right. So.
Ooh, this is interesting. What do you think could come between us? And what do you think we can do about
See,
it?
I would say money, but there's
No,
literally
I
been
don't care about
hundreds
money.
of thousands. So I don't think that's a good answer.
So you don't have a good answer.
Could there be somebody like clouded? I don't know. I don't think so.
Clouded? Like if Pokimane called me and was like, I hate Maya, I'd be like, I agree with you. And then
Yeah.
I'd go be Pokimane's best friend.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you think I'd leave you for clout?
No, I don't think that.
I don't think I would either. I would leave you for Pokimane.
Okay. Fair enough. I would also leave you for Pokemon.
I wouldn't actually. Unless she wanted to. What would come between us? What would come between us? What would come between us? I think what would come between us is if you were like hyper negative. You've never done this, but if you were hyper negative about my events, I think that would come between
I
us.
have done that a little bit.
You did it one time where I said I can't listen to you anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like, I just need to think about this on my own. Like, I need some space. I was like, all right.
No, it was one time. It was about Streamer Awards.
Yeah.
It was like leading. Oh, okay, that's one. It was leading up to Streamer Awards, and Maya was like only coming to me with like problems at the time because like her and her mod team, they talk a lot, and so she talked to her mod team and get like a list of things that they thought, and I was like, dude, I can't do this. Like,
Yeah.
I can't handle a group of people only coming to me with negative things. I just can't do it. And Maya was like, okay.
Hold on. My team, my like Alveus team is Space, who's my production tech. There's an artist, there's a video editor, there's a TikTok editor, there's a Twitter and Instagram manager. Like my entire team, we talk every day, and it touches every platform that I have. So anything negative, they catch. you
Yeah.
know, and they know what's going on. And so when something's going to happen, I feel very prepared for the worst.
Yeah.
Because Cutie and I talk about it. And so I'll talk to Cutie and I'll be like, my team said this. And she'll be like, well, you know.
Yeah.
So the first time that we had that conversation,
What
she
was
like,
it?
well,
Do you remember? It was before I know it was before the award show because I was like, I'm too stressed.
Something about the award
It was
show.
something about like somebody said this about the like somebody's chat is saying that it's gonna be lame or something like this, and I was like, I can't. I don't like I don't care if it's lame anymore. Like I just can't hear
Yeah.
it anymore. Like I was like, I'm too stressed to think about it.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing that would separate us. But I also think that the reason it wouldn't separate us is because I would just say to you, I can't think about this
Right.
anymore.
Right,
Like,
right,
so I don't imagine that anything could separate us because I feel like we have good enough communication that.
Honestly, our communication is nuts. One of the questions in that deck that I just held up was, dude, I feel like I'm really drunk. I don't think I'm gonna regret this, and it's not that big of a deal.
Oh, boy.
But I don't think I would talk about it if I was sober.
Okay.
One of the questions in there was, what was the last time that you felt insecure and why? The most. You want to hear like a super honest answer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the other night I was live and I was doing oh my god, stop saying uh-oh, you're making me anxious. I see the Pepe laughs and they are Pepe laughs, I can tell. I was doing like a people candle and I was doing a react stream and you were live.
Mm-hmm.
And you were doing like a cooking stream, you were in your kitchen. And our viewership was very similar. And while I was live, this is crazy. I don't think I've talked to you about this. While I was live, and you got a host from Hassan too.
Oh yeah.
But I was like, whoa.
I always get a Hassan host.
I was like, our viewership is the same right now. And I was like,
Oh,
whoa.
you should never be insecure about that.
I was like, whoa, like I'm not, like that's not good. Like I'm not doing a good job. Like I should stop doing a people candle. Blah, 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 blah. And then by the end of my stream, I did host you. And then I thought about it the entire night, and I thought about the next day, and I was like, if you get, like, if we share all the same viewers,
Mm-hmm.
and we stagger our viewership, and Cutie and I both have, like, 6K viewers, if we stagger, you know, if we're, like, online at different times, and Cutie's live, whatever, and like, if Cutie and I average 6K viewers, we're gonna take over the platform, we're gonna be nuts. And then I felt fine about it. But when we were live at the same time, it made me insecure for a second. For like a couple hours. No, for a couple hours, I was like, I was kind of anxious about it, which is really
Texas.
because I don't want to feel like that at all. But for a second, I was like, oh my god, like I'm not doing good right now.
I mean, I got a Hassan raid.
And I didn't know that. But,
Yeah.
But like at the time, I
got
like,
a Hassan raid, and let me tell you about Haas frogs. They love me.
They really do.
They do. I love Haas frogs, and they
They're
love
so
me.
nice. They're so nice.
Whenever Hassan goes offline, I go up 1,000 viewers.
Kind of oof. Absolutely. Like, absolutely oof. Because we were live at the same time, and I was like, oh,
Texas.
like, I'm not doing good right now. Like, I need to do something else. But
I
then
got
I was like,
raided.
you know what? I do not. Because Cutie's success, at this point, Cutie and I are in this, like, weird, crazy partnership that her success is my success. If Cutie became, like, a 30K Andy,
That'd be dope.
one, it would be dope for her, and two, it really would be dope for me. Like, we're so tied at this point that it would be so sick. But I do need to, like, cross over some hurdles in my brain, like, to be really happy with that and, like, really okay with that. But there was a time when we were both live, and I was like, oh my god, that's scary.
Dang, that's a bummer for you. I'm sorry.
Not at all, because even by the end of that stream, even before I had processed that, I did host you. I was like, I know that that's a good thing. And then I hosted you, and I was like, that is a good thing. So it was fine.
That's interesting.
Does that make sense?
Don't think I will ever naturally pass you. I sit at 3K viewers. Nearly every day. I don't really get more than that unless I get hosted. So at least there's that.
I'm hosting, or I'm reading chat. Not hammered.
Shouldn't matter. I mean, it can matter if you, like, go from, like, you know, if you, like, feel bad, if you feel like you're, like, losing viewers to, you know, if you feel like you're losing viewers to anybody, it feels bad. If you're like, oh, shoot, I'm not interesting. What are they doing that I'm not? Why are, like, my viewers like them more? No, I'm used to being the comfort backup streamer. I know. Through and through, I'm a backup streamer. When Hassan goes off live, I go up 1,000. When Ludwig goes off live, I go up 500. When Mizkif goes off live, I go up 500. When you go off live, I go up 500.
Whoa.
I'm just a backup streamer.
Oh, man. Can you see that?
I can't see that.
That looks like a... I know it's not Ginny, but it looks like a Ginny. Thank you for the
Oh, Cutie Jelly.
10.
Oh, no, it's not Cutie Jelly. Is it Cutie Jelly?
Cutie Jelly? Maybe? Thank you for the 5.
Oh, when XQCs goes offline, I go up 200 viewers. It's awesome.
More.
Oh god, that one's so... I can't see it. Audio listeners, we are struggling to read Twitch chat subs.
JH
Also...
Penny
No, that's not it.
Thunder.
I would like audio listeners to know that if you ever want to catch this live, we do
Thank you
it
for the
live
5.
on Maya's channel. You can also follow us both on Twitter. You can follow about WhineAboutIt69 on Twitter for updates for when we are doing it live. We do it live once a month.
Once a month.
In case you want to catch it live.
That's as often as I can fly to LA. I'm sorry. I wish I could do it more.
It's all right. If I could fly to Austin, we could do it twice a month. But
Yeah,
I
but
just,
Cutie's scared of flying.
I genuinely
She's
have a paranoia.
Big baby.
It's held me back in life, and I'm not happy about it.
True.
But it's how I am. I wish it would go away, but unfortunately, it's part of me. Yeah, last time I was insecure was literally walking out here, and I saw myself in the mirror.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't think people understand when people, because I think a lot of times I get this a lot where people think I'm just compliment baiting. I'm not. I genuinely feel like if I point out my flaws first, I have the upper hand, if that makes sense. Like what you say can't hurt me if I already pointed it out.
No, that's not a thing.
It makes me feel better. I'm not kidding.
I don't know if this can make you feel better at all, but I from the point where I was in like 3rd grade, have genuinely thought that I have a huge forehead. And people make jokes about it all the time. People are like, forehead, blah, blah, blah. And I just like roll with it, right? It's like, oh, forehead, funny. And then it gives me some ownership of it. So when I make fun of it, it's like, it doesn't matter if they say forehead because I've said forehead. I get that.
Yeah. So when I show up to stream and like my hair looks extra messy or I'm not wearing makeup, I'll be like, hey guys, I know I'm not making makeup. I know I look like a mess today. Blah, blah, blah. And I just have to say it out loud once and know that I pointed it out to not feel bad. So it's like, even just, and I've actually actively tried not to do it on stream because people have called me like a compliment baiter and stuff like that. And I'm really not trying to do that. I'm genuinely just very
Texas.
in the head. And so before we went out here, like I stopped and I said to Ludwig, I was like, my arms look really big. Like my stomach is popping out. My ass looks really flat for some reason. Like, you know, and I name all these things just so it's out of my mouth. And so I don't have to come to chat and say,
Texas.
It makes me feel, it kind of like counters those insecurities. Holy motherfuckers in our living room watching our podcast. That's messed up. I hate you.
Wait, did they type something?
No, I can see them through the window.
Stop! Stop it!
Stop it!
Stop it!
Stop it! Stop it!
Stop it.
Watch Clint Stevens' VODs.
I love Clint Stevens. Look at him, he's moving.
They're
Texas. Look at him. Stop.
They're so cringe. Oh god, oh god, oh god, they're all coming.
God,
oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, go
They're
away.
running.
Close.
They're running.
The door's open, Point Crow. The coyotes. No. The door. God damn it, Point Crow. You idiot. Jesus Christ. What? Go away.
It's unlocked, idiot.
It's pulled.
Come here.
Joe in it?
Come here.
You guys got Joe in it?
Oh, come on in. Oh my god,
Where's
Joe.
Where's
Hello, guys. Hello, guys.
Hello,
Welcome,
Oh, what a
everybody.
good time.
Hello.
Where the fuck's
Welcome. Welcome
Are you
to
gonna
Wine
eat
About
that?
It Shed.
You probably shouldn't eat that. We opened the stream and you were looking like a pirate with one eye. You couldn't open your right eye. You're like, just enough.
You finished almost 2 bottles?
We always drink
crazy.
2 bottles.
To our health.
Hey.
This one is empty. This one is just straight up
Hey,
empty.
to the hell.
Coffee.
Nick,
Was this one yours?
I don't. Why do you need to like make a scene? Give it to me.
Maya, it's just empty. What do you think?
Yingling. Give
Someone-
that to me.
Someone in chat goes, Blastoise?
That's because
Stop.
Maya thought you were Blastoise, Ludwig.
Nick, stop.
Me?
Yeah.
You thought I was Blastoise?
Wait, did you guys ditch Christopher?
He's sleeping.
He's sleeping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's dropping me.
He's
the
asleep.
other room.
Poikro,
He's
you
out.
left the door open. You almost killed a kitten.
You nearly murdered a cat tonight.
Did it?
You almost
We
did.
went out the other door.
And then Ludwig ran up and closed the door.
Josh
No, we went out the other door.
How are you putting that on me?
It was you. I
I
walked.
closed
It's really
it.
funny because I was gonna
You
let her
almost
blame-
killed a
I was
kitten,
gonna let her
Josh.
blame Point
I
Good.
There's
There's no wall, I leave the door open.
It was you and Nick England. You left the door open.
I can't
I
believe you
double
hate
checked.
cats.
Oh.
Mostly
Wait. We need to test both of you. Can you
What?
say Irish wristwatch?
Irish wrist.
That's flying colors.
I tried to do it
Do you wanna
confidently and it
try it
didn't
again?
work.
Do you
Yeah.
want to try one more time?
Maya, you
With
go
the right
first.
eye open,
Maya, you go
preferably.
Irish
fast as you can.
wristwatch.
No, but say it like a normal, like
Irish
wristwatch.
wristwatch.
That's good.
Oh, wait, that's pretty good.
Okay, we'll take it.
Arm wrestle me, somebody.
I feel like this is a bad my
I
thighs.
am a CEO.
What?
Come here.
Of what?
I founded a nonprofit.
What's happening?
Wait, I'm gonna need an
We're
Irish
CEO.
wristwatch.
Am I losing this one?
You're
Irish
arm wrestling.
wristwatch.
Oh.
I feel like I'm doing it
Should I
right.
keep the win?
Yeah, we arm wrestle right now.
Irish
Are
wrist.
we going?
Irish
Yeah.
wristwatch.
Irish
What
What do you mean,
wristwatch.
are we going?
Irish wristwatch.
I mean,
Mother Texas.
Oh no.
Dude, what the Texas?
Dude, what's the line?
You lose on purpose.
You
Just
Texas.
kidding. This
Throw
right
for,
your head ass.
throw for content.
Okay. Oh.
She comes back and you like it starts paying, you know.
What Texas?
Josh.
The right eye's gone. Wow.
Josh hates women.
I couldn't handle losing, so I swung.
Yo, shout out Prezzo who's
Are you
watching
actually
right
alright?
now.
Did you hit your eye?
Preza watches.
Are you okay?
Preza watches every wine
Cheers,
about it.
this is to Prezzo.
Prezzo.
That's-
You took mine.
Wait, that
Way,
was
actually
that's
alright?
too much attention
Yeah.
for Preza, I'll be honest.
Is that empty?
All right.
To
Well,
be fair,
guys,
you did cheat.
we were all talking about our insecurities. What are your
What do you mean, what did I
insecurities?
do? You're right. No, that's on me.
What do you mean? That's my wine glass, Josh.
No.
No.
What?
Bad.
That's
Alright.
literally mine.
Maya,
No way.
focus.
Tis now.
Focus.
You've whined about it enough.
I think
You've done bin whining.
she has been whining.
No more whining.
I think this is the perfect sign off because we can get everyone in here to play Omegle
Tell me
with
that
us.
is not
Wait,
my
I'm gonna
line.
play
That is not my whining
What
about
if we
it.
play spoons?
Oh my god.
We should play spoons.
Tell me that's not my whining
Say
about
it, Irish
glass.
wristwatch, go.
Irish wristwatch.
Irish wristwatch.
Yeah, but like normally.
That's pretty good.
No, she said wristwash.
Irish
That's
wrist.
Ah!
Irish wristwatch. Who cares?
I think he's
Josh
out.
is Australian. He's literally useless. That's my wine glass.
Whoa.
It's dry, could be a little more tannic.
Ew. Why did you say? I literally thought you were Blastoise.
Anyway,
The fact that
Thank
she's
you,
grabbing
guys.
the bottle is
This.
crazy to me.
This is what I put up with everyday chat.
thank you guys.
I
I'm
kid
trying
you.
to get you to do the rap.
Welcome to the
A
rap.
rat? We're doing a
Everybody
rap?
wave, everybody wave.
Where's my phone? My phone's under you.
Thank you guys for watching Wine About It. If you haven't hit the follow button, please give Maya a follow. We do this once a month. If you want to check the next one, it'll also be on Spotify and Apple Music. Please don't forget to subscribe. We
Try not to laugh. Try not to laugh.
Go.
We're not gonna do that.
use your
The
Prime.
bear
Open your mouth
and
challenge.
the bee.